Oh,
Oh,
there
we
we
won't.
go. Okay. Just kidding.
Yeah, probably hasn't made the titles yet, so we've got no titles.
Oh, we have no title. Oh, I forgot.
Probably hurry up, mate. Hurry up. Got no titles.
Don't make me laugh, because I am.
Why are you laughing to make you laugh?
I don't know where did I put this title thing. Where did I put it?
Oh, gee, I don't know.
Wait, edit. Oh, I had the title. It's right there.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do. It's right here. It says random chat with my buddy PD Rich.
Oh, okay. No, I mean titles and CGI titles like Problem Being makes.
Oh, I thought you meant title like literally
Oh, not that
title.
title, not title of the stream. Title
Oh,
of the.
well, my English is not great. So
I know, I know. We
okay,
like you anyway, so it doesn't matter.
all right. Let me. I forgot. Don't make me laugh because I don't want to pass out.
Not again. Well, passing out at the end of a military tour, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, it hurts. All right, let me
Or
share
passing out
this.
in graduation, as they say.
Let
Over
me
here.
let me share this crap. Uh okay, I don't know.
Well,
All right. Let's
I've
see.
passed out a couple of times myself, you know. First time was
Really?
trippy, really trippy. The first time I did it at Alice Cooper concert. It was so much fun. I had this really trippy dream, and then suddenly woke up and what the hell am I still doing here? I thought I thought I was in bed at home. Weird. Yeah. I missed the encore at the end. That really annoyed me, but I kind of passed out during Under My Wheel, so it's not really a favourite song of mine for Alice Cooper. So it just goes on and on and on. And then I missed Elected. I love Elected.
I think that's the best way to die. Laughing, die laughing. I
Die
think
laughing, yeah. Or die
that's
doing something fun, yeah.
that is the best way to die, and I want that on my tombstone. It's like
Yeah.
die laughing and say like that's what I want. Like Liam Leslie Nielsen, excuse me.
Oh,
Leslie
Leslie Nielsen,
Nielsen.
not Liam Neeson. No,
No, not
that guy
Liam.
gets angry at people. That guy gets very
No.
angry.
No. Leslie Nielsen. That guy he had it in
Don't be
his
on a phone call with Liam Neeson because he'll say nasty stuff,
well, I don't mind.
and then he'll get you to urinate in someone's hands, or someone to urinate in your hands. He likes doing that for some reason. I just don't understand the guy. Must be offended. Must be a Hollywood thing. If you don't know what we're talking about, watch Family Guy.
Oh no, I don't like this little laugh thingy. I sound like a smoker. Like, no offense to the people who smoke. Lee.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's nasty. So anyway, so did I say hello? Hi
Yeah.
everybody.
Hi everyone. Hi.
So I sound really bad and still, oh god, still a little sick. I was just talking off, not offline. How do you say off? The studio, back studio, whatever. That I literally passed out yesterday. I was laughing, and it's not the first time I have passed out. I was still sick. I was with my best friend, and you know that like we were going on this hill. You know that
Yeah.
Puerto Rico has, it's very hilly, mountains, hills, a lot of, and then when you go up, it's usually in the what we call campo, which is the rural area.
Yeah.
That's what we call campo when it's all green. And so we were going really up, so up pretty much the mountains, let's say. And so it's kind of, sometimes it's hard to, at least in my case, it can be hard to breathe a little bit. But hang on, let me drink water. Mm.
Wow, I just had a deja vu moment on Facebook. That's weird. I'm logging out of Facebook then. Not good to have deja vu moments when you're on a stream. It's like, It's like when you faint, you start having one of those weird kind of trippy dreams. Did you have a weird trippy dream, by the way? I had a really weird trippy dream.
No, I've been having trippy dreams every all this time since I was knocked out, like in bed. I've been having weird dreams, and you know what's so funny? It's with my parents, and I think since I'm feeling like a baby, and I
Yeah.
when I'm sick, I want to be with my mom and dad.
Yeah.
I think that's what's kicking in, and I dream about, mommy, papi, and like, but weird dreams. Like, for example, the last dream I had with them was in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a certain feeling after speaking to a lot of people who are also highly functional. If you've got a disability or something like a high ASD, autistic spectrum disorder, and you get ill, you get really trippy dreams, and
Yeah,
I mean trippy. You
yeah,
just
like.
suddenly wake up and you're in a hot sweat. You're like, well, what the hell did I just dream?
See, it happened to me like, I think the last one, the zombie apocalypse. So we were in a house, and it looked like to be the states, because
Yeah,
it looked like the states. The style, the houses, the street looks different. My dad was in the army, which is not that far fetched, because my dad was actually in the army. But in the dream, my dad, I guess you could say, was back in the army, and he had the uniform, and then he had a partner who was he looked Asian.
yeah,
um and they were both like dressed like in the military outfit or army, and then my dad brought in a box of, like, I guess food.
yeah.
And then I told, and I remember hugging my dad, and when we're talking in Spanish, and I said, Papi, papi, don't go, because there's a zombie apocalypse going on. And he's like, no, no, I'll be fine, don't worry, I gotta go back to work. And then I heard a noise coming out of that box, and it was a cat turning into a zombie.
Oh God.
It was a cat turning into a zombie, and I said, "Papi, papi, we have to kill it." And my dad said, "No, no, 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 I can't do it, I can't do it, don't do it." I said, "Papi, we have to kill it, because if it's turned into a zombie, it's gonna bite the cats inside." So, in this dream, I had
Going
Sumo.
by everyone, isn't it?
My, yeah, I thought about
That's
the
like
other
a face hug.
animals.
That's just like a face hugger
Face
running
hugger.
around, isn't it? Really,
and
that's lethal.
and I remember I got myself, it was what do you call those kitchen knives, not the long, not the Michael Myers knife,
No.
the choppy ones, the
Oh,
ones that
the curvy.
cleaver, right,
Oh, the cleavers. Yeah.
cleaver, okay. Well, I remember grabbing that, and Papi was like, "No, no, no! I can't do it! I can't see it! I can't watch it!" So, Papi, we have to do it now, because it's gonna bite. And I kept saying it's gonna bite the other animals.
Yeah.
And then the Asian guy grabbed the cleaver and chopped its head.
Oh God.
It was so graphic, like in my dream, and I started crying. And I remember seeing my cat Sumo, the one who passed away, and my now cat Pluto, and they were just like standing there, like looking at the window. And then all of a sudden, I saw pigs running on down the street.
Trippy dreams. Oh, I just have the most trippy. I don't even remember half of mine when I was on chemo. It was I had some really, really weird dreams.
Oh
Like
my
just
gosh!
obscurely weird. I just would wake up in hot sweats.
But like nightmares, kind, or just.
No, just really weird dreams that just went into kind of weird places. It was almost like what was it Twin Peaks style dreams?
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah, weird, really weird.
Oh.
Yeah, crazy, crazy. One
Yeah.
of the oldest ones like dreams I remember is when I was a kid.
Mhm.
When I was a kid, I remember I just when the Aliens film franchise was on. I think Alien 3 was out. I had a cold and I had a dream that I was in a colony, rundown colony, and suddenly a xenomorph just jumps on me and starts ripping my chest to pieces.
Oh Jesus.
I could just feel it. It's like I just woke up in a hot sweat.
Oh gosh.
So, so,
I That's crazy. Like, mine was like a mix of, it was like, it looked like different genres of movies in my dreams. And
yeah,
one felt like horror. I can't say that word. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Horror.
Horror,
And um
horror, as we say over here. Horror films. Horror,
oh, that's actually, I think that's easier for me to say. Horror.
horror, horror,
Horror.
horror films.
Horror. Horror.
I watch the horror films. I do.
Horror.
God,
Horror. Horror.
I
Like,
actually sound like what's his face.
I just really can't say that word. It's so difficult. I think it's the the say pronouncing the H, and then the how many R's? There's two R's, right?
It sounded a bit
Horror,
like Alfred
horror,
Hitchcock. Then I went horror.
horror, horror,
Yeah,
horror.
Alfred Hitchcock teaches you about horror films.
Because it's so much easier for me. Obviously, for
Yeah.
me in Spanish, is horror, like
Yeah.
horror, horror. But anyway, so there's like different genres I had in my dreams. It was absolutely insane. That one of all of them were Spanish, and I think one was in English. Because that's, believe it or not, I can dream in English and I can dream in Spanish.
Well, that's a
That's
good ability.
that's the magic of being bilingual, and it's crazy. And I've been asked that. It's like, do you dream in English or in Spanish? It's like I either one.
I
But
only dream in black and white.
oh, and I remember in that same dream from that zombie apocalypse thing that was happening, I was working in a store or a company, I don't know, and my my then pastor came with my two pastors, because it's a married couple. They came in my work, and they were really pissed, and they told me, Melina, we have to go right now. I was like, why? No, right now, we have to go right now. And I said, I can't leave my job. And they got mad and said, well, we're gonna go. And they took my best friend, and they left. And it turned out because there was a zombie apocalypse. It was so weird.
I remember this really weird dream. A friend of mine's brother. I had to go. A friend of mine's brother turned into like an evil version of Elon Musk, and I had to go gun him down in a theatre with an M16. It was weird. Random. I don't know. It must have pissed me off or something. Get these weird ass dreams.
I don't remember if I had a dream. Like I got, I mean, right now I got KO'd. Um, Today I remember I started cleaning, but I think I have to wear what do you call a mask? I think I have to
Oh
wear a
yeah.
mask for it, because the dust and everything I think it's been affecting me. So I took medicine, and it knocked me out. Oh, excuse me. And but what's that noise?
That's just me telling everyone that we're doing an impromptu stream.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I didn't share it there. I'm
That's all
awful
right.
doing. I'm
No,
not.
no,
I'm
no.
awful doing this. I need to like.
Well, you got 5 likes at some point. Someone's watching it.
Oh, I appreciate whoever. That was probably my dad. My dad. Oh, did I tell you my dad was in one of my streams? Not this one. I mean, in the one with Christian in the Legend of the Traveling
Oh,
TARDIS.
I see. I got my dad on this. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm boogering it. My dad.
My dad was there. My dad was like, he almost made me cry. He was like, I'm very what he said, that is very proud of you, something like that. I was like, I started crying because astronaut Abby was there.
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta blow my nose. Excuse me.
That's what the mute button's for, by the way.
No, whatever.
Not in my face. Ugh.
Oh, it's still green. I'm looking at it. Okay. Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
it's
I'm
still
not
an
going to tell you a few of
infection.
the things that happened with me when I had COVID. I won't go into that. Don't want to gross everyone out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it was brown before and it had blood. So
Well, then you're getting a bit better then.
exactly.
When it turns white again, you're fine. Bit like Dargo in the Farscape. If his blood turns clear, he's fine.
Man, what discussions? I have no filter, by the way, so whatever.
That's all right. We know someone else who doesn't. Oh, you missed a chat yesterday. It was hilarious.
Oh, I was completely Kato. That was that. Oh, that's when I passed out. When I passed out laughing. What happened? I think Noel did 2 streams. I think.
Yeah, the
I don't.
second one of chat was hilarious. I just went
Oh,
off on one.
oh man, I
I
completely
just started
missed it.
taking the absolute mick out of this. What is it? Doctor Who thing? what is it called on the BBC Sounds? Was it redacted? I just
Re-
started taking the absolute
Redacted.
yeah, Doctor Who redacted with all with the what do you may call it? So all the all the people of the people from Stonewall like. I think it's the nicest way of saying it.
Oh my gosh, man!
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm noticing? I'm noticing this. Everything is like falling apart, but at the same time falling into place. I don't know if that makes
yeah.
sense.
But
You know,
we had so. I mean, the fandom's had so many wins lately. It's unbelievable. About 10 or 11 wins. I mean,
right.
Rabbi was saying it as well. He said we've had so many wins lately. He thinks the tide's turning. I think we've had D-Day.
I feel like, I feel something is changing. Like I actually feel I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable on Twitter. Like I'm not that
Oh, everyone's feeling more comfortable on Twitter now. Elon's in charge.
I'm not that I was cautious at first. I still want to be cautious, cuz
Yeah,
but what I mean is that I think I won't ever stop being, kind to people. That's something that I want to do,
yeah,
but I'm talking about like um I guess maybe more smart ass. And smart ass doesn't mean to
yeah,
be mean, but just being more daring. Because the things I'm seeing, like how they're falling apart, and and I'm noticing that in the Doctor Who fandom, they're like running out of straws to grasp.
yeah.
Have it's
You can kind of
hilarious.
see it with Doctor Who because the media's now attacking Chibnall era. No, originally they were saying it's the
Mm.
greatest thing since sliced bread. Ooh, ooh, when Chibnall farts, it smells like roses. Oh, when he does a poopy, it's all gold plated. It's wonderful in aroma. Oh, I drink Chibnall's urine and it tastes
It's
like
so brave.
tastes like Leafer Milch or something. You know what I mean? Well, probably like Dom Perry on it, actually. You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous, and
Wine of
like
the gods.
these people who are, like the praising everything about this era, they're so desperate, like seriously running out of straws to
Yeah,
grasp. It's like, oh, I hope. One said that Russ, it wouldn't be fair if Russell ignored or retconned the Timeless Children, because that wouldn't be fair. He said something like, or they say something like, because what it was, oh, because Moffat didn't do it and Chibnall didn't do it. I'm like, eh?
just do it.
No, 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 no. It's like, for
Retcon everything.
for starters, I mean, it's not always been consistent with the Doctor
Yeah,
Who writing style, as in canon wise. I mean, it's not always 100% consistent. Um Russell, he ignored the movie basically. So he just kind of like, okay, well, he just ignored it.
yeah. A lot of the stuff from the TV movie though was kind of put in from the Bible, from the Leakley Bible, but then it was kind of brushed aside.
Right. Like it
I mean,
was.
how do you
Mhm.
take it? Because I just take it like the Doctor had a bit of a kind of a bit of psychosis when he regenerated, kind of thing. He
Right.
wasn't crazy; just saying stupid things, or he was
Right.
trying to calm Rose down by telling not Rose, what's her name, Grace down by telling her that it was half human to stop her from going off on one.
Yeah, and that part just doesn't. I mean, when Russ just by having the Doctor said, I am an alien
Mm.
from Gallifrey. When Rose asked, "Are you an alien?" and the Doctor said yes. So that to me is like, it's like ignoring, like, oh, he's a full-fledged alien, not half human. So I think this is just a theory. Obviously, we will never know until we see it, but I think that there's a possibility that Russell will do something like that. He said, I'm a Time Lord from
Yeah,
Gallifrey, blah 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 blah, something like that, along the lines like that.
yeah.
Um,
Constellation of Castorberus and
right, and but for a lot of
known as the
people,
oncoming storm.
for a lot of people who are praising
Very,
this.
very old. Probably was it 800 years old or something at the time.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people don't want that, and I'm like, I'm like I told this person, I was like, that doesn't make sense what you said, because first of all, and I said it in a respectful way, by the way, and I
Yeah.
said, well, Russell changed to some things. Moffat changed things, even though like he changed a lot of things and some rules, and also the Day of the Doctor. Well, at least the difference is, at least he brought back Gallifrey. With
Yeah.
what Chibnall did, he destroyed Gallifrey
I know.
again.
I know.
So, and that's symbolic in every. It's very symbolic what he did. For he destroyed Gallifrey. Destroying Gallifrey means like it's symbolic in a way that he destroyed. And I'm sorry to disappoint people. He did destroy a lot of the canon. He did. He did.
Exactly. Yeah.
And people don't like when I say this. People don't like when we say this. To think like, oh, he did not destroy it. It just adds mystery. It's like, how does it add mystery when there's so many plot holes? Plot holes are not mysteries. Plot
Yeah.
holes is just bad writing. Like
Exactly.
how can you add a mystery? It doesn't add anything. The
And
only thing that
mystery
adds is
boxes are
the.
just covering up for plot holes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just adding just adding a headache. It
I mean,
really
how many
is.
times have we been yelled at university for for bad continuity? How many times?
Ugh.
About 7 or 8 times I've been yelled at it until I got absolutely psychotic about continuity. Yeah.
Same here. Like I was like, I study films and TV,
Yeah.
and as we we obviously we talked about that, the continuity. And I remember I played not a role, how do you say, one of the short films that we did, um we had to work on the
Yeah.
continuity.
It's only if you're
um
doing surrealism you don't need continuity because you can just do whatever you want. It's surreal.
right, right. But we get it. It's not always going to be consistent. We get it. And it's not always going to be perfect. However, there are big things that you're like, okay, an example. Moffat, with what's his name? What's his name? Oswin? The supposed descendant of Clara and Denny.
Oh, what? Yeah.
And I say
Olsen.
this also, yeah, Olsen.
Yeah.
That's the
Olsen Pink.
supposed, and I say that the supposed like loosely,
Yeah.
descendant of like, apparently it didn't go anywhere. And Moffat
Yeah.
was like, oh, it was just there. I mean, and he admitted, I was like he didn't really thought about it, and then it just
I
kind
don't
of
think he
like.
thought about much in season 8, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, exactly. And that's not a huge deal. I wouldn't, for me at least, I wouldn't consider like a huge gap or a huge plot hole. It
Yeah.
is in a way plot hole, but it's not something like it'll be like like something that will keep me up at night. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But versus for what happened to Flux when he killed, or yeah, when they killed
Oh.
um Rectum, Tectinum,
Rectum, yeah.
Rectum. When they
Yeah.
killed Rectum, I was like, "What the fuck? What
Mm.
was, what was the point of it? That was,
Exactly.
why would you bring her there to say a couple of words that didn't say anything, didn't
Yeah.
add anything, and
Oh.
all she did was summarize of what we knew, and then killed her."
Yeah. Then Joe Martin turns up for like 2 seconds.
And Joe Martin, exactly. What a complete waste. It was a complete waste. And they still call him, oh, he's a great writer. Oh, what he's doing is adding mystery. He's not adding anything. He's adding he's adding a headache for
Yeah.
sure. Um and
Oh, Legends, the last one, Legends of Sea Devils. I think what is it? JXC, one of Mulder's friends, actually found out what the sea monster was.
what?
It was a sniffer dog, apparently, sniffing out the pieces of the weird stone. It was like, God, it had JX. It's like JXC must have been analysing for hours, and Mulder to realise what it actually was. It's like, oh my God.
I couldn't watch the whole thing
I
again.
still don't get that episode. It's just got so many it's like Highlander 2. If you actually, when you watch Highlander 2 as a kid, you think it's amazing, but when you watch it as an adult, I go, hang on a minute, how did his sword change? Why is he in like a dystopian environment, like a kind of gothic dystopian environment? He was in the Shield building. Now they're on the roof, and he's got the katana back. How did that happen?
Ugh. I there were a couple of bad acting moments.
Yeah,
I mean, this is what I've seen because I have to, I think I have to watch it again. This is what happens when I was looking forward to
yeah.
something, and I think when oh, I feel so stupid to look forward to something. Why do I always fall like a dumbass?
That's all right.
Um,
Get used to it.
it's not. It's like people think that I wake up every morning to think of ways to hate this era, to dislike
I
Chibnall.
keep saying this. I keep saying this. Mate. We don't hate. We don't want to hate it.
We don't want to hate
We're
it.
like this is that's why I get told in martial arts when you do a grade in martial arts, we don't want to fail you, but if you give us nothing but reasons to fail you, we're gonna have to fail you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. I mean, come on, Melina and I we're both trained in this, so we of course we're probably more sensitive to telling what I call shizzle from Shinola than everybody else.
I don't know. I just find it funny because people think that we we wake up hating like all the time, and it's not like that.
We
It's
want to like this
we
era.
want to
We just
like
we
it.
can't.
You know what? I admire whether they're faking or not. I don't know. Maybe they're doing it to desperately get into part of the fandom, but
Yeah,
that's another story. But I admire people who actually went back to watch it, and I'm talking about back from
yeah,
series 11 to 12 and say, you know what? Jodie's not that bad. That's like I wish I had that at least that attitude of saying she's not that bad. I can say that at least in Flux. Oh, she wasn't that bad in Flux. But the overall era, I can't say it because
yeah,
it it's not good and um I there's not this it's like this woman can get a break. I don't like her
yeah.
clothes, her costume. I don't like the interior of the TARDIS. I don't like the sonic screwdriver. I don't There's nothing that I can say, hey, I like this. I like this part. I like this part. It's like there's no
There's
break.
some good bits. I mean, I do like. I don't like the central console of TARDIS. I'm sorry, Gary is right. It does look like a dead tarantula boner. It just does. But I do like. I like the kind of little Gallifreyan kind of symbols around the outside the TARDIS. I thought like having like a full box, kind of was a good idea as well. But I'd actually just cut that in half if it was me. Have like a half box. I don't like the sonic screwdriver. I mean, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Poor old Nick Robato who made it probably got such a bad brief on it. Oh, we want to make it look like it's built from scrap.
But it doesn't. It looks bad. It just looks
Looks like a Cyberman's dinky. I think that's the nicest way I can say it this time.
it, it,
It looks like when a Cyberman goes to the toilet, that comes out. Just looks like it.
it does. It looks like when when you're constipated
Yeah.
and you're pushing too hard and then
It looks like Rick Robato was having so much trouble with it. Goes, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do. I'll just go look at a sex catalogue. Just looks like that. It's just looking at ways of stimulation. It's like just getting too because that crystal thing at the end actually spins around. That's the sick bit about it. It spins around like a rabbit. I don't know what Nick was thinking when he built that. It's just horrible.
stop, stop. I don't want to. I don't want to pass out.
Oh,
I don't want to pass
I
out.
just don't know. I just, as an amateur prop builder myself, I just don't know what they were thinking.
They weren't thinking, and same with like
It's like he'd done it
the
to be vindictive.
same with the interior design of the what do you call it? The TARDIS. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't. Oh gosh, it's like You know what's so funny? I wish I could have recorded myself watching the start of Series 11 while I was in quarantine, because
Yeah,
I think my facial expressions were changing, because I started with like, oh, I can't wait, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see
yeah.
how it's gonna go, a big
It was
smile on my
interesting. I
face.
think. I mean, I love Capaldi's a bit. I love Capaldi's era, but I think just Moffat was dragging on. It wasn't Peter. It was just the era was dragging on.
I blame the BBC for
Yeah,
this. I really do.
and so
But
we were just curious to see what's going to happen next. Like all
right.
Doctor Who fans.
Everybody was curious. I was curious, and I was actually not just that, I was looking forward to it.
Yeah,
And to have that, the same thing has been happening, like with this, with the specials and everything. And then my face would change. It's like, okay, it's just to
yeah,
start, just to pilot. Oh, not bad. And then I saw her costume. I was like, is that permanent? And then the interior design, I was like,
yeah.
okay, I'll get used to it. It's like there was. I mean, I didn't like. I wasn't a fan of Russell's interior design of the TARDIS either.
No, it looked like a junkyard.
It,
I love the coral posts
yeah,
holding it up the ceiling, but I just thought the rest of it looked like a console, looked like a junkyard.
yeah, but it was something like, it was passable. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't
Yeah,
something like
and you
ooh.
can understand Matt's regeneration because the Doctor kind of turned it into a junkyard and it regenerated itself and it kind of fixed some parts, but some parts it couldn't fix. It had kind of like a weird, wacky lab look.
I think I think he tried to make it look like as organic, I guess, as
Yeah,
possible, to make
wanted to
it
make it
look
like
like,
coral. Yeah,
yeah, to make it look like, because it is true, the TARDIS is alive. It's a
yeah.
living ship. So I think he tried to make it look like it's a
I
living thing, like
kind of
very
thought the
organic.
cracks around the console looked a bit tacky because it was trying to reminisce of Sonic Screwdriver. I thought, why would you want the TARDIS looking like your Sonic Screwdriver?
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. I liked Matt's
Oh,
TARDIS.
Matt's second control
The
room is my
Matt's second,
favorite.
the second one, yeah, that is
That is
very
my
nice.
favorite. That is. I
It's
think the problem is, Peter's. It was still the same, but they changed all the lighting, and it was. If you actually look at the set, I can actually, if it's still available, you can go and look at a certain police box on Google Maps. It'll take you to the set if it's still on there. And
mhm,
if you look at the set, it's all kind of dark. It's all cold colors.
mhm.
So that's what I didn't like about Peter's because they lit it orange. It's like that's a warm color. It just doesn't work.
Mm.
It's like you don't like a cold set and warm colors. It looks weird.
I you know what I like? I like the background noises that it had.
Yeah.
Um,
I loved it when they put the roundels back in with Peter, though. I do like
yeah,
that.
I
That
do.
was yeah, because he wanted
I
that.
I do love that a lot. But any
And the secret sherry bottle on the
oh,
wall. Yeah, that was a throwback to Tom Baker's era and beyond and before.
this is what I don't know. I just feel like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
Hartnell's.
I how do I say? I just don't want to say this because I don't want to sound biased. Because obviously, everybody, it's no secret that I fucking love Peter Capaldi and the 12th Doctor.
Yeah,
But my favorite is actually his sonic screwdriver. I love his sonic screwdriver. I think it's awesome. The second one,
yeah.
apart from the sunglasses, I liked, but I'm talking about the second one that he
I
got
got them
after.
both.
Yeah, it's, I
I
think
got
I
the Ray
really,
Bans and I got the Sonic Screwdriver. That is one of the best props that replicas of character options released. It
yes,
is almost perfect. It is just
yes.
that and the War Doctors are almost perfect. You can't
Oh
beat them.
yes, yes, that's
They
true.
had a lot of problems with Matt Smith's Sonic Screwdriver. They kind of got it right for the Australian release, but
Hmm.
the British release is a bit, yeah. I got a second generation, so it's got all the secret sound effects actually work instead of blowing the speaker. But there's just a lot of problems
Hmm.
because they had like two buttons if you wanted to push it. Then they released the Pit Capaldi kind of version, which had the little bit you take off the power cell, but it had a huge battery hatch on the back. And they fixed the buttons by making it kind of a kind of when you put like when you got like a kind of a circuit that can kind of sense your body,
Hmm.
kind of
Hmm.
works on your body's electrical field.
Hmm.
They put that circuit into it so it could activate out or inwards, but they moved the battery compartment to like behind it. It's got this big battery compartment on the back. It's awful. If they would have hid the battery compartment, it would have been fine. That's just
Yeah.
one of those things. That I bought one for a friend, and then the second he ejected it, pushed the ejection button on it,
Mhm.
the green bit flew across the room, and he
Yeah.
electrically flew that in. A box. It was like a missile. I thought, was that a new feature? Yeah,
But it's sad. It's sad that there's not a thing that I actually. I mean, there are some good bits like what you said of this era, but I would have chosen another costume for Jodie. There's someone, and I'm gonna, oh gosh, I forgot the name. There's someone on Twitter who did this little
yeah.
um render thing. They did some fan art render
The
things.
season 2 version of the costume's awful.
Oh god.
She's got those Pippi Longstocking to bloody thingy pants on. They're awful.
I hate the
She looks
pants.
like Tom Sawyer. It's like it doesn't suit her.
I hate the pants. I
They're
really
awful.
do.
They're awful. She didn't have them in season 1. Suddenly in season 2, she's going
Not
around with Tom Sawyer pants. It's like, what?
not even Missy. I mean, Missy. Okay, here I have the fun thing about Missy is even though obviously the character is different, but having Missy, from male to female,
Yeah.
and the
She
thing is,
literally looks like she just escaped from an educational support centre.
that's the funny part. Do you notice how she applies badly her makeup? How her makeup
Yeah.
is it's kind of not great. It looks,
Yeah.
the eye makeup and the way she applies the lipstick. That's the point because it's like having fun with it. It's
Yeah.
being very eccentric but fun. Knows that is this, oh, let me try this out. But
Yeah.
that's the point. It looks like part of the character, but with Jodie, I don't like the costume, and I would have chosen
Yeah.
something that is like, well, okay, I'm a female now. Let me
Yeah.
just try these and something like that.
Yeah,
It
they did
didn't
something
go.
similar in Babylon 5 with when Delenn became half human. She became a human Minbari hybrid kind of thing
Hmm.
after Chrysalis, and she couldn't work out how to do how to comb her hair and all this. They did something like that. They could have
Hmm.
done something like that with Jodie. I mean, they could have gone on about about the time of the month and all that because that would have just been disgusting.
Oh
Oh,
god.
some people would have liked that though. So we know some people on Twitter who would have liked that. But you know what
Yeah.
I mean. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean. It's like it could have gone so. They could have made it a thing.
I know. They could have poked fun in a way that it would have been fun. Like,
Yeah, she could go feeling her breast and go, "I just can't get on with this cleavage, you know."
yeah, yeah, or
Kind of
or
thing.
the or maybe the way she sits or something, and it's
Yeah.
like, or the way she walks, it's just like, I'm still not used to this. Something, make it fun. I would
Or
have
she,
I would
or
have like,
oh,
uh-huh.
sorry, she could got hit or something, and she got, ow, you know what? That really hurts now. It hurts worse than when I was kind of thing. You know what I mean? Goes, but she turned around and said, when she ran down corridor, she goes, you know what? The nice thing about this is I'm a lot faster than I used to be as a man. You could have fun. You could just you could kind of stick with it. But the problem is they just tried to make her Mary Sue,
Uh-huh.
and it just went.
Like, perfect. Made it way too perfect. Like,
Yeah,
no faults. Let's just put it
yeah,
that way. And
that's it.
then when they did with Flux, when they added I guess, well, yeah, some faults. Like, there's this one scene where she was kind of frustrated, angry,
Yeah,
and told Jazz something along the lines like, not now, just get in the target, or something like that.
yeah,
Like yelling at her, and there were people actually mad. It's like, oh, that is not my doctor, she shouldn't be yelling at Jazz. Like, what are you talking about? It's like, that's a normal emotion. I mean,
yeah,
and she's not perfect, and this,
yeah.
well, at least, her doctor's supposed to be
But
like that.
that's why the doctors were the doctor because they're highly functional and they're not
Mm.
perfect. They're not perfect. They can actually do more damage than good sometimes. If you know what I mean.
Yes, that's the curse
Face
that
of
they
Evil, he
have.
did more damage than good, but it wasn't his fault.
Oh, right, right, and that's the thing, because like, he plays a huge responsibility in a way that he chose to do it. And that's something that the Time Lords, didn't want him to do. They didn't want him to intervene in doing these kinds of things, because it's not proper. It's not legal to
Yeah.
do it. But I think psychologically speaking, I think that he thought in a way that, okay, I'm gonna escape, I'm gonna take the ship, and I'm gonna take the TARDIS, and I just wanna, go out there and help people. But I didn't
Yeah.
think he thought through the responsibility that is behind it.
That's why he called himself the Doctor, because he wanted to help people. Because
Exactly.
Gallifreyan law forbid it. You can't interfere in other cultures,
You
but
can't interfere at all. Um,
you're not
and
allowed.
exactly. And the funny thing is that time Lord is a ranking. It's a rank.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I can't say this in a
It's a
high.
soldier, technically a soldier.
It's technically a soldier, and
So
it's
special forces.
and they're privileged. They're rich. They're
Yeah.
high. I can't say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hierarch.
There. Thank you very much. That word. So he wanted to break that, and he wanted to. That's what he took to start it. TARDIS. It was,
Yeah. Imagine if
bored.
your MP was technically Master Chief from Halo. That's what a Time Lord is.
Oh God, I'm
That's
sorry. I remember the Halo series. The Halo series is
yeah.
awful,
Oh, the series is god
fucking
awful.
awful. I'm sorry for
It's
that,
like
but it's
it's like
disgusting.
if you ever played what is it, the Ultimate games, when you get to
Yes,
like the last one, what's a paladin? It's like you should know what a paladin is by now. The character's like suddenly like sounds like he's been hit on the head. That's what Master Chief is like. It's like, oh, if you could just
N-
replace Goofy from you could just put Goofy voices over Master Chief and it'd make more sense.
I couldn't believe that was Master Chief. I
Yeah, you're not
just
supposed to take your helmet off.
You're
That's
not
the whole
supposed to.
point.
It's awful. It's like when you go to Disney World,
Yeah.
and one of the characters there, they take off
Just
their
keep
head.
taking their hands off. Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's
They just take their heads off and just light up a cigarette. Just like, yeah, what do you want, kid? That's what it's like. It's awful. I mean, Disper is hammering it on that, though. He is literally pulling that series over the coals.
but when the Master Chief, I have my Halo Master Chief T-shirt. I have my poster at my games.
Yeah.
I'm not an Xbox girl. I'm
Yeah.
a Sony girl. I'm a PlayStation girl. But
How would
the
you
re-
rate them, actually? Just out of curiosity.
huh?
How would you rate the Halo games? Because I've just gone through the Master Chief collection myself.
Um. Well, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go with. Okay. Hmm. Halo 4 got a lot of mixed reviews. For example,
Do you know what I'm going to say? That's going to upset everybody. I fucking loved Halo 4.
I love Halo 4 too.
Fucking loved it. It just felt, especially the music at the end. It felt like
The
it felt so
music.
Hans Zimmer at the end.
And it's just like obviously what they it
That bit of the
it
spaceship at the end of the broadsword was brilliant.
I liked it. I actually enjoyed it. My dad got that game as a surprise, as
Yeah.
a Christmas gift. And my dad was like, I was like one Christmas morning, and then my dad brought the game, and he's like, and he sat through a gaming, and he was watching it play. He's like, oh, that's a really good game. I really like the way it looks. I remember that, and I liked it. I don't know why. It's divided, the fandom, but
Yeah.
I liked it. Is it perfect? No, 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 no,
No.
no. But I really enjoyed it. I
It was
really
very
did.
cinematic, I thought, and that's what I liked about.
Exactly, and
Same
this
with
and the
Halo Reach.
soundtrack,
Halo Reach was like it as well. Very cinematic.
and
Yeah.
I fucking love Master Chief. I'm like a big Master Chief like fan, because
Yeah.
I just love him. He's
I
so
think they missed out on a good story with Reach, though. What they could have done is allow a wolf to live. But
Ugh.
he goes and starts a resistance, and he could have had another game, a couple of games as a resistance, just under, completely burnt out a planet under Covenant rule, and just try to get off the planet, and it was just be insane. That would have just been really good, almost like a survival thing.
Ugh. But why
Just
they
think they
did
missed it out, just killing Wolf off in the end, and then going, oh, they'll be remembered.
that?
Could have been a good ending, but nah, you ruined it.
No, no. I, I like I haven't played Halo in a really long time, and
Yeah,
the story per se of the Halo is a little complicated. Not even I get it completely.
yeah,
It is a little complicated. However, I know that in the series it is still good at raw, and hear me out. They're supposed to do it like separate canon from the games. Okay, fine, but make it at least. Can you?
yeah,
How do I say? Make it make sense. Still,
yeah. They don't even know what they do with the monolith and the stones, because that's
they
supposed to be from Halo
don't.
4.
But
It's
they don't.
massive.
They don't know anything, and they fucked up. I think the most biggest fucked up was Master Chief.
Oh
Fine,
yeah.
change whatever, but why
We
fuck
should
up
have him
Master
going on
Chief?
every 5 minutes asking, "What's a Halo?
It's
What's a Halo?" Oh,
awful.
the beginning of the last episode. I just watched Disparu's review, and the Covenant girl, the girl who's supposed to be
Oh
human
yeah,
Covenant
the
girl,
girl. Yeah.
she's covered in bullet holes from from USMT weapons. It's like, did they shoot her or just start shooting her? I could just see these stupid troops go, "Oh, it's moving. It doesn't look like us. I voted it." it's just, it just, it looks like the USMT doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
I am laughing now, but I was
So UNSC doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
while watching that, I think I had cramps by watching it. I was like, why
It's
the
so
fuck am I
bad. It's gonna
watching
be
it?
fun. I tell you what, that's gonna be in 10 years' time. That's gonna be hilarious. Like Batwoman, that is gonna be absolute.
Batwoman. Oh, it
People are
got
gonna be pissing themselves for Batwoman in
canceled.
10 years' time. I've just got this feeling because this progressive stuff just doesn't age well. Or badly made stuff just does not age well.
Batwoman is so bad. Like that
Oh
I
god,
watched the first two episodes with Ruby Rose, and I'm sorry, that woman cannot
she
act.
just put my hackles up. She was just so bad.
That woman cannot act. I just got so bored, and I just stopped watching it.
She
And
should be playing Peter Pan or something, not Batwoman.
oh god, I do know. I I do know it's canon, right? That she is a lesbian. She
Yeah.
that is no, but why exploit it?
She's so bad they wrote her out in the second season.
Uh,
Placed her as the actor in the second season.
I kind of feel bad for. I think Ruby Rose lasted for one season, right? Just the first
Yeah, but
season.
she was so bad. They literally wrote her out in the second season. They got a different actor to play her. They got
But
someone.
she didn't leave like on her own, or they fired her.
I don't know myself, but there's this whole hoo ha, the story that she
Hi,
tried to commit
Charlie.
thingy fraud.
Mhm.
What do you may call it? Fraud. Oh, what is it? Insurance fraud, and they had to fire her.
Oh
She says
no.
she was injured on Batwoman, but they found out it was actually on a film in Prague. I don't know the film's name.
Oh my gosh.
So they had to get rid of her because she was trying to commit insurance fraud against Warner Brothers.
I had no idea.
That's what I heard. It might not be that, but that's just what we heard in the fandom.
I s-
But she was hard to work with as well, so
really?
yeah,
Oh, I don't know. Like,
very.
she does she have any other projects going on, Miss Ruby Rose?
I don't know. She's doing a load of kind of like these kind of straight to DVD films all over. All the ones we used to
Mm.
film in like Eastern Europe and stuff, like in Poland and Prague and all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Say
Oh.
that we do film some decent stuff in Eastern Europe as well. A lot of the period dramas are filmed there.
Mm.
Musketeers was filmed there because it looked like because some parts of I think Poland or Czech
Mm.
Republic do actually look like old France.
Oh, you mean like the Three Musketeers from the series, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that
It's a
was a good series on a BBC. They got 3 seasons though.
Yeah, I like the first one for
Very good
reasons.
season. Yeah.
You know why?
Not the Paul W.S. Anderson, the Three Musketeers. That was terrible. Oh, that was terrible. It's like, did they actually release a final Resident Evil film? Or is that just a pipe dream?
Did you believe that I haven't seen it yet?
I,
I've
I
seen
mean, I was
all
yeah.
Resident Evil films except this last one. I did not see it. I did not see it.
That's
And
the one, Charlie. That's the one. Yeah,
that was Peter. Yes, Peter Capaldi.
yeah. He was
Oh,
great as Cardinal Rishley, but he got the
I
job as
know.
as doctor, and he had to run.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, he had to leave. What is it? He had to leave. What is it? Trawlermen because he got the job on
Yeah, he got the
he got
job.
on the thick of it, and he had to go.
I think yeah, he got the job while he was
Yeah,
filming, right? He was
and Barlin had to do it from the Hobbit. Barlin had to take over instead.
oh.
Yeah,
Oh, but I forgot I was
yeah. Tony
saying
was it
something.
Tony Stott? I think his name is had to take over.
He got told he had it while filming in Prague. Ah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
that's
remember
it.
in the Musketeers. Hi, Bad Wolf. Okay, now all the people are showing up now.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
missed a great laugh. Like we were
yeah,
talking about like so many we were talking about fever dreams.
yeah,
I was talking about me passing out laughing because last night I passed out laughing while watching the two-headed shark, whatever it's called,
yeah.
two-headed shark. It is so bad. I can't believe I passed out. You know, when I first watched
Was that the one with
Sharknado,
Christopher? Was that one with Christopher Judge in it?
I don't
From
know.
Stargate, they Teal'c in Stargate.
I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't. I can't remember which part I passed out, but I started laughing so much. It's like, you know, for the first time I watched Sharknado, I literally I
Yeah,
was sitting in a chair. I was watching with my best friend, and I was sitting in a chair and I fell off the chair laughing. And it was a scene where
Sharknado was funny though.
it was a scene, I think, when the shark fell on top of somebody, I think, and it just kind of like like splat,
Yeah,
and I started going wow, and I fell off the chair. I
yeah.
was laughing. I think I'm getting a little obsessed with these kind of bad shark movies, but I
Oh, you'd love it over here. You'd be watching Horror Channel all day. Every afternoon they show these horrible B films.
it's
It's all
hilarious.
asylum films, and they're just awful.
It's so hilarious. I remember I was like lying in bed, or no, I was sitting on my bed and I was watching it, and I just went, and I lay down and I
Oh, you
passed
want to see the
out.
next one? You want to see the next one? Guess who's in it? Danny Trejo's in it.
Oh, Machete!
Yeah, Machete is in it. Yeah,
Machete! That's my man, Machete.
Machete's in the next one.
Oh,
Three-headed
that.
shark has got Machete in it. He was like, I'm hard up on money, so I am just going to do this horrible film.
Danny Trejo looks like a really genuinely nice guy.
He is lovely guy.
He's I'm a huge fan of Danny Trejo. It's like it's so weird, but I call him Machete because he's
Yeah,
he's he's awesome. He's amazing.
yeah,
But he's been in a couple of zombie films as well. At least I think
yeah.
one. I can't remember the name. I've seen some really bad zombie films. One of them was a zombie in a wheelchair. And I started laughing, and it was like one of those. I can't remember the name, but it was me, my two best friends were watching it, and the zombie was rolling down, was rolling in a wheelchair,
Yeah,
and one of them was it turned into like a ninja because when what I think he had like a sword of some kind, or
yeah.
I don't know, something, and then they tried to like hit or chop the zombie, stab the zombie, and then they did a reflex thing. And it's like, oh fuck, now they're ninjas. Now they're
That's what I think. That's why I think Asylum fails. They should just start parodying themselves. They should
excuse me.
just start doing it because they're in that situation with Sharknado. It was successful just to take the mick out of themselves. They absolutely made a killing doing that. But
Danny Trejo was his uncle in Spy Kids. Yes,
yeah,
and he was in I can't remember. He was in Ay Dios mío. Wasn't he in one of Robert Rodriguez films?
yeah, he's been in loads of Rodriguez and Quentin
Um
Tarantino films.
with Antonio Banderas, I think. I think.
Yeah, that must have been that was Robert
Mariachi?
Rodriguez.
The
Yeah, that
mariachi?
was Mariachi or
Mariachi
the second one. It's
or
the second one. It's
the second one was is it with Johnny Depp?
Desperado.
Desperado and
Third one is a Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
right, there you go. Thank
The
you.
Mariachi was the original. The second one is technically a remake of Il Mariachi.
Oh,
Desperado.
Desperado means desperate, by the way. Anybody
Yeah,
doesn't know. Um,
yeah,
the Once Upon a Time in Mexico. That's the one with Johnny Depp.
that's the one.
Eva
He goes
Mendes.
around killing. If someone makes a certain meal really well, he kills them.
Oh yeah, after I remember he said something like, after actually this food is so good that after I'm done eating it, I'm gonna shoot the cook,
Yeah,
something like that. And
yeah,
I read that with Johnny he did they extended they wrote in some last minute scenes because it was so fast, like he did his
yeah,
scenes and there he was done and he was like, oh, like I want more, I want to do more things. And so
yeah,
Robert did some last minute like
yeah,
additions to the scenes because
yeah.
he had fun doing it.
Yeah, he did last minute additions. Just remember this, Chris Chibnall. He did last minute additions. He didn't change the entire scripts just before they shot them. He did last minute additions.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because Chris Chibnall doesn't know what a lock script is.
Yeah, you don't say. Touch.
Yeah,
Oh, Planet Terror. You ever
yeah,
seen that? Yes, I've seen it. Planet Terror.
yeah.
Terror.
That was
I,
funny.
I can't
The
believe
guy's
it.
testicles just dissolve at the end on the floor.
Planet Terror and
Yeah.
what was the other one? Is it Death Trap? Something like that was called. It was
Death Proof. Yeah,
Death Proof. Sorry, that I think Death Proof was the one with Kurt
yeah. But like Machete came from that, and so did Hobo with Shotgun. They actually made them.
that Planet Terror was the one with the stripper, right? Cherry Darling, I think that was her
The
name.
zombie one. It was a Planet Terror was a zombie one.
Is the zombie one, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love that one. That's what I think. What you may call it, asylum film should do. They should kind of do like Planet Terror, kind of like parodies, because that was so funny. The woman gives her son a gun and says, "If they come, just shoot them," and he blows his own brains out. It was just dark comedy at its best. A disaster.
I
It's
just
just that scene
want
just cracks me up. It's like, you don't give a kid a loaded gun. It's just irresponsible. He goes, honey, if the zombies come, just shoot them, okay? Anyone comes you don't know, just shoot them, okay? And then you just see bang, and just this blood just goes on the windscreen. Shut the head off. You shouldn't laugh, but
I shouldn't laugh. I'm sorry. By the
it's
way,
just dark comedy. Yeah,
I enjoy it. I have a dark sense of humor, by the way, but
yeah,
I enjoyed it. It was I think it was in theaters and it was back to back and
yeah,
it was I think it's been the first time since forever they've done something like that, like a feature, like double feature
yeah.
in a movie. They wanted to do
It was a
something like that.
homage to old grindhouse films, like the old Charles Bronson films,
Right,
the old
right.
Canon Studios films.
But Quentin Tarantino, yeah, and Robert Rodriguez, they're really best buddies. And
Yeah,
Robert Rodriguez, I think he wrote some pieces or some songs for
yeah,
Quentin. I think he did for I think Kill Bill. I think he wrote in
yeah.
some
Robert did.
songs.
Yeah,
Um
that was Shingon, the band. Shingon.
Chingon. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
Apparently, it
Mexican.
means something very dirty in Mexican.
Yeah. But I
I
speaking
was
of
told it's badass, but it's not badass. It's something completely worse.
And and now speaking of Quentin Tarantino, I hope he works again with Christoph Waltz.
Yeah,
They wow, and
he was
I
good in Glorious. That was. I did not like Inglorious. So you know what I call horseshoe theory. When something becomes so smart it becomes dumb. It kind of
really.
crosses that point. It's horseshoe. It kind of something bends around and becomes a thing it kind of hate, kind of thing it's sort of rallying against.
Hmm.
That's what I kind of feel about Inglorious. Maybe it's because I'm highly functioning, but I just thought, oh god, it's like this is becoming so. It's supposed to be a play on propaganda, but it just became so OTT. It was just dumb.
Hi, Peter. I don't know. I enjoyed a lot. I enjoyed.
Yeah,
I remember watching him at the movies,
yeah,
and I think I can't remember who I was watching with. It was with my cousin, and my best friend, and
yeah.
with Christoph Waltz. My
He's a good actor.
watch. I was like, oh, first of all, you know how I am with silver foxes.
Yeah,
So
Christoph can play Sinister. He's like one of the best in Hollywood at playing Sinister.
it was the first time ever, obviously, at least me, I ever heard of him in Glorious Bastards,
Yeah,
and he was so mesmerizing. I couldn't take
yeah.
my eyes off of him, and there's a scene, I think, one of the parts, I think I can't remember which scene, where they're exchanging words,
Yeah.
or when I think he was comparing the rat
Is that
to
the
the
scene with
squirrel.
Peter Stormare in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. And it was a whole take. It was just one take.
Yeah.
That complete one take. And I just
Hey,
like,
Silico.
wow. Hi, Chicago. It's 12:38 a.m. here. It's 7:39 p.m. here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my back. And that switch from French to
Yeah.
English, and then obviously he talks to his men in German, and it's like,
Yeah.
wow. And it was thanks to him that that movie was made, because Quentin Tarantino said he wanted this particular character who is German, who could speak
Yeah.
French and could speak in English, but obviously had to play the role, and convince him. And
Yeah.
so he was so close in selling
Hey, Peter.
everything. He was so close in selling the rights and everything to it. And then Christoph Waltz marched in, and it was like, we have our hands, and the
Yeah.
rest is history. But man, that guy. And then of course, Django Unchained.
Oh, that was
Hello,
great.
Peter. Hello, Peter. Hello, hello.
Django was amazing. It was just so funny.
Django. It is so great. And did you know that Will Smith turned down the role? It was supposed to be Will Smith instead of
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx. It was supposed to be Will Smith, but what I love the cast, especially with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio was
Leonardo. Yeah. Oh, that
he
scene.
was
That
so
look.
good. That look, and he really, it's so bad, because like Leonardo DiCaprio can play really charming and disgusting, despicable character at the
Yeah.
same time, because there's a certain charm, but then you just kind of want to, he's so
Yeah.
despicable. And that scene when he breaks the glass in his hand, which
Yeah.
it happened for real.
Wow.
And then it,
That's
it
acting.
happened. That happened. That scene when he smacks the hand on the table, and he hits the glass, one of the small glass that they used to
Yeah.
like drink champagne. So he went bah,
Yeah.
and it's like, hey, you keep your hands on the table. And his hand started bleeding, and that was his blood. That he really cut
Wow.
himself doing that. He really did. And everybody, that look that people had, that look that Christoph Waltz and Jamie had, it was like
Yeah.
very genuine. Like, oh my god, did he cut himself? And
Yeah.
but because all of them are professional actors, they all went through the scene. But did you see how Leo just kind of like scraped his hand off, the pieces of glass off his hand? Is like, like nothing, and he kept
Yeah.
rolling, he kept going. And he said that there was one part when that happened, that Quentin was behind the camera, he was looking like, did that really happen? Did he really cut his hand?
Yeah.
And Leo kept going. He kept rolling.
Yeah.
That part was I'm sorry to use this word because it's very overused, but it was epic. It was absolutely
Yeah.
epic. And that's what I love when it comes to these kinds of like these movies when they're moments that it just
Yeah.
looks so
Oh,
natural.
I just thought Django was so funny though. It's just the way he just
It
did it.
is. It is. There's some dark humor in it
Very
too.
dark humor. It's like Planet Terror. It's just full of dark humor. It just literally is. It's like they wanted to do this kind of a movie about kind of about kind of racism and slavery, but they just they
Mhm.
filled it with dark humor. It's just hilarious.
I want Antonio Banderas back as Zorro. Yeah, me too. I like Antonio
Yeah.
Banderas. He was here in Puerto Rico. My uncle got to meet him because
Yeah.
my uncle was the caterer for the film they were doing with Sylvester
Oh.
Stallone and Antonio Banderas. I forgot the name. Assassins, I think was the name.
Oh.
They
Yeah.
filmed it here. And my uncle, Tio Vidal, he was a caterer. And Antonio would chat with my uncle, and they loved his food because my uncle, he's a really good chef, like really
Yeah.
good. And they enjoyed my uncle, like he's very fun to be with, and
Yeah.
also his cooking. And they liked him so much, listen to this, they liked him so much that they wanted him to appear in a just one scene, just
Yeah.
one scene. I don't know, doing what, some flowers, delivering something, I have no idea, but they wanted to do one scene. And you know what my uncle said? Oh, I can't because I have to serve food. I have to cook. And I'm like, why? What the hell are you?
It's like they're giving you the chance to. They don't care. They'll have lunch late for it.
And then, but he's just very dedicated to food. He's like
Yeah.
he's that dedicated. He's a perfectionist when it comes
Yeah.
to food. And
Yeah.
and I I
It's not like they're
remember.
going to shave your hair off or anything. An old friend of mine that was going to be in Captain Crow's Mandolin as one of the truck
Excuse me.
drivers.
Uh,
One of the truck drivers, but he had to. They told him he had to shave his hair right off. His hair's down to his shoulder blades. So he said, "No, bloody way am I shaving my beard and my hair off? That's me. Just a little role. That's understandable.
well, they could do the CGI like they did with
They're not
Henry
going to. They're
Cavill.
not going to do it. They're not going to CGI for an extra though, are they? Just get an extra that looks right.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
can't I can't believe my uncle turned it down. It would have been fun just like getting that scene.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, that's my uncle. But I remember me, my all of us, or I was like, what the fuck were you thinking? It's like, I had to cook, man. I had to cook. I had to serve these people. It's like it was just one scene. They were gonna pay like I think $100 or something like
Yeah.
that.
They got to pay a certain wages under the law or something.
And it was so much fun. And I don't know if my uncle still does catering though because he's
Yeah.
retired, but he does work, he owns a restaurant. But yeah, there's Antonio Banderas was here with Sylvester Stallone. By the way, this is speaking of which, this is totally random, but I thought you all should know that Jackie Chan has a house in this country.
What does he?
Jackie Chan has a house
Wow.
and he comes here regularly, and I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan, I can't remember, I think it's in Rincon.
Yeah.
Rincon is one of the very well-known places for tourists. It's very beautiful, Rincon. Actually, I've never been there to be honest, but it's very known for tourists. And I believe he bought a house in Rincon, and
Yeah.
he comes here regularly, and he's best friends with Benicio del Toro.
Oh, that's cool.
I had no idea because Benicio del Toro is from Puerto Rico, and he comes here like pretty much all the time. And he's been at my university. He just walks in there like, hi everybody. Like he's very
Yeah.
down to earth kind of guy. He really is. You can see him anywhere wearing just normal, just normal, and we're, at least for us, we're not that, like, oh my god, we're not like that. We're just like, hey, dude, how you doing? We're just kind of like very
Yeah.
casual, no hellos. And he's like, oh, como está? Like shake hands and how are you? It's like, do you mind if I take a picture? Yeah, sure, or not. And so that's what he will walk around my campus
Yeah.
in San Juan University of Puerto Rico. He walk around the campus, and I had no idea that those many times that he's come here, that Jackie Chan will hang out with him. I
Yeah.
had
Well, that's
no
cool.
fucking idea. Nothing. I just thought you all should know. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, I think let's see. I want to talk about Sora. I didn't recognize Jamie as Electro in Spider Man. Oh gosh, I didn't really like that movie. Um, I think it was the second movie, right? Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Where can you get the replica knife Stallone used in Rambo? PD, do you know?
Yeah, I'm looking now. I'm trying to find out of any other dealers I normally used to make them. I think it's United Cutlery that makes it. You can get them all four,
Just say
or
so.
five now actually, all five. Get all five versions.
I did. My dad is fond on how to risk, so didn't want to risk it being shielded for years.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Jackie Chan was dead from a no, God no.
Yeah.
No, God save him. No, he's still alive and kicking. Well, figuratively and literally speaking.
Yeah. I
So,
used to use a company called Barrington Swords, but I don't think they do the Rambo knife. Barrington, I think David Barrington owns it. He's a really nice guy.
mm,
Got problems, he'll sort it out. But don't think he'll. I don't think he might not have them in stock anymore. I think they were United Cutlery when they made them. He's selling the compound bow from Rambo 2.
mm,
Won that for
mm.
£139.99. He's selling Lone Wolf. He's selling a wolf sword from Lone Wolf and Club. That weird Suba. Yeah. I don't know off the top of my head.
Mm.
He's
I
got
ha-
he's got them. Go to Barrington Swords.
mm.
Dave Barrington will look after you. That's what I say. He's got Rambo style ones. He's got one from Expendables.
I haven't watched the Expendables. I haven't. That's
Yeah,
with Stallone, Bruce Willis, right?
yeah.
And who else in it? Is it this guy? This is English guy. This guy.
Yeah.
The guy with the shaved head. The
Oh, Jason Statham.
That's him.
He's very British, old Jason Statham.
I I feel bad. Please don't get offended, but sometimes I don't understand what he says.
Yeah, because he's got a Cockney accent. That's why. He's very Cockney.
Cockney. That's how you say
He used to dive. He used to be a diver.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
And I remember he was in the movie Crank. Was it Crank?
Yeah, that's it. Crank and Crank High Voltage.
That he had to be. What was it? He had to be active, or he had to be doing something, or
Yeah, he had to
he
get.
looks.
He couldn't be inactive for like about 2 minutes, or he dies.
Yeah, there was a. I think it was a weird
Crank, he
sex.
had to get to a destination or something a certain amount of time.
There was a weird sex scene. I think.
Yeah, Crank was
I
funny.
was like, okay.
Yeah, but various retailers you can get the Rambo knives from replicas. There are official ones. I'm not sure who makes them though. Might be United Cutlery.
Hmm.
They are quite popular. But I've got a combat knife actually. I've got the one from the Resident Evil comic books.
The one that
Yeah,
Leon,
I've got Chris Redfield's knife, but it's from the Resident Evil comic books, not from the game.
not from the game. Okay.
Yeah, comic books and the actually the figure. If you actually got the what is it, the old Toy Biz figure, it's the same knife as the one comes with Toy Biz figure.
Hmm.
It was a comic book version because I think the Toy Biz figures were kind of loosely based on the comic books.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What about the Leon Kennedy? Leon Kennedy is known a lot to use his knife.
yeah. No, I don't have Leon's.
Leon. Oh, I love Leon Kennedy. Sorry.
Mm.
I love that guy. You know that the actor, I forgot his name. I think it was Joseph. Hans, something like that. The guy who played him in not the new one, Resident Evil.
No, because that's not
The
Leon
one,
Kennedy.
no, that's not Lincoln. I'm sorry.
That's Cleon. That's Cleon.
Oh God, BB, don't start.
Yeah. Was he Mexican or Indian? I can't remember. Was he Indian?
I don't know. Mexican is. I don't think he's Mexican. He doesn't have a
No.
maybe, but no. But Leon Kennedy's it's a he's a blonde. He has
Yeah.
I think he has Irish descent. Descent. He's
Yeah.
blue eyed. He's blonde. He's very American boy. Let's just put it that way. And
Yeah.
and I liked the actor who played Leon in I can't remember the titles of one of the many movies of
Yeah.
with Resident Evil that had that they had to go and look for Jill Valentine. I forgot.
Yeah.
That Ada Wong is there. That
Yeah.
the first. By the way, Ada Wong spot on physically, but the most out of character I've ever seen in this whole fucking franchise of
Yeah.
this. The most Ada Wong is not a nice girl. She's not. She. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not saying she's evil, but they made her too nice. They made
He's
her.
actually from Canada. The guy that plays Leon Kennedy.
Yeah, Joseph something, Joseph
I'm
Hans.
talking about the one from the Welcome to Raccoon City. The really bad one.
Oh, you're talking about the this
Was
one.
it Ivan Georgia? He's actually from Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's British Columbia um, in
Hmm.
origin. So, you know. Oh, yeah, that was horrible though. That Welcome to Raccoon City. I didn't even bother watching it.
Oh, I remember when I first watched it, I thought it was spot on, Leon Kennedy, and I
Yeah.
thought it was spot on Ada Wong, but the
Oh
character
yeah,
was so out of character.
I know. That's Paul W. Sanderson for you.
Ugh.
That's why his films fail.
Excuse me.
He hasn't made a good film since Event Horizon.
Charlie, don't remember things. I used to think Jack Dawson in Titanic was a real person because it was based on Titanic. So I used
Yeah.
to think I had an ancestor who died on Titanic. Oh, I see, because your last name is Dawson. Oh.
Yeah.
Jason in Ghost of Mars. Oh, right. I saw the first Expendable films. All right, there were two films. It's just I'm a Southern. Yeah, I knew I couldn't
Yeah.
spell surname. Thank you. After I got a lot, gear a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. I'm not sure if it's the fever or the
Yeah.
pills. I have no idea. But what were we talking about? We're talking about like 10 things at the same time.
Oh, they did release a final chapter. Finally, it was released on
Yes,
2017. I was like, what?
yes, they did.
It's never been on TV.
It's called the final chapter, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I was told a spoiler, and I don't know if I should say it here, even though it's 2017.
No, it's alright. I can read on Wikipedia. Find out what happened.
But one of the characters died. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Jonah Erb played him. Played Leon Kennedy.
There he is. That's him.
Johan. Is it Johan or Johan?
I think it's Johan.
Johan, yeah.
I think.
Then it was Evan George. Oh yeah, the new one is Evan George, to be said.
That's the
That's the
Welcome to Raccoon City.
Yeah, that's the
What that movie? I haven't seen
budget. That's budget Leon. That's budget Leon. Cut price bargain basement Leon.
Wish.
It's just someone they just shoved in a Leon Kennedy costume. You'll do.
Wish budget Leon.
Yeah, the Wish budget Leon. Yeah.
It says
that whole film. It looks like the casting director was blind. It seriously does. You feel about right. You feel like Albert Wesker.
That movie.
You got Toby Hopper playing Albert Wesker.
That movie looked so like a something out of Wish.
It's Wish Resident Evil.
I haven't seen it, but
even the zombies don't look like zombies.
Really? Oh my god, I gotta see it.
I
gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. They
just
look
like
for the
Doctor
hell
Who. They look like the zombies look like Doctor Who creatures.
Oh come on! Not even the first Resident Evil movie with Mila Jovovich was like that. Like, and
Yeah.
like I the first one was pretty good. The second one I actually liked.
Sadako, you want to see something worse? Watch the third Starship Troopers film. That is awful.
And the editing is just terrible. It's the
Yeah.
last chapter with all the clones in the fake Japan. Not seeing them. I let's see.
Yeah.
I one of the funny things about is for the Resident Evil films, like okay, the interpretation of Chris Redfield was
Yeah.
just cringe. I mean, I'm talking about the franchise, not in this movie, this new movie. I haven't seen it yet. It was kind of cringy.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm surprised he's not Chinese in the new movie. I'm really am. Hello, I'm Chris Redfield.
stop it.
I do Kung Fu.
Stop.
It just is stereotypical. No, he's playing an American actor, but I'm surprised it wasn't like Jackie Chan as Chris Redfield or Jet Li. Jet Li as Chris Redfield. You just see it like
Jet Li. Hey, whatever happened to that guy?
I
Is
don't
he
know.
still
I think he
making movies?
retired. I
He
think he just
did.
retired.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like when is Chow Yun Fat going to retire? He's like never.
Oh yeah, Chow Yun Fat. Do you remember the
Yeah,
last time I saw a film of his was in the Dragon Ball Evolution.
yeah,
Dragon Ball Evolution. Oh my god, I fucking
yeah.
hate that movie so
Sadako,
much.
for the record, the second one's all right, but they couldn't get Clancy Brown to play Zim, so they changed the main character. But it's very good. It's like a ship in a bottle kind of movie. It's really kind of psychological horror. Completely moves away from what Starship Troopers is. And the third one is just the CGI and the special effects are so bad. And the ending is just like it's all about bringing back religion. It's a horrible ending. It's cringe. But then the CG movies that Sony made, the two CG movies, are really good. They're really good. They're really proper Starship Troopers, in your face kind of Starship Troopers. But it's just you want to speak to Colin Archer about it. Really, Archer Colin. He'll tell you exactly what they like. The massive fan. But yeah, sorry, we'll go back to Resident Evil, will we?
Yeah.
Before we end up going to Highlander.
Highlander.
Yeah. So just don't watch Highlander as a source. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I forgot. I was gonna say something. Like the second film, Apocalypse, it was not bad. It was actually
I
pretty
didn't mind that one. It's
good.
the third film. Oh god, the jokes we were making in the third film when I watched it. Oh,
Oh god.
Sherry Birkin. She had she had like a deformed leg or something. We kept taking the piss, saying, "Where's Sherry Birkin? Where's Spacky Leg Girl? Where's she gone?" We were all drunk. Me and my best mate at the time was like, we were just drunk. We were just taking the piss. Well, where's the Spacky Leg Girl? What's going on? Who's here? Who's that? Why? Oh, the dude from the Mummy's here though. Yeah.
Now that you mentioned Birkin, did you know that okay, in the first film in Resident Evil, you know that last scene
Yeah.
with Matt who turned into
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Nemesis. Yeah.
That scene where there's one of the doctors who said, "I'll take him to the lab," something like that.
Yeah.
That was Jason Isaacs, and that
Yeah.
he was supposed to play William Birkin.
What was he? They got someone else.
Yes,
They got the other guy to play him, didn't they? In the end, what's
yes.
his name? The guy from Game of Thrones.
William Birkin was never in one of the films, but he was supposed to be William Birkin, and he was gonna
Yeah.
be in the sequel.
Yeah. Then
And I was like, what the fuck? Why didn't
they
you
got
do
the
that?
dude from Game of Thrones as well, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Replace Game of
And
Thrones. Yeah, to replace.
mm-hmm. And the character, for physically speaking, I thought Jill Valentine was spot on, but then the character itself is like not very Jill Valentine-ish.
Yeah.
But
Ian Glenn, they got Ian Glenn in the end to replace him. It was Jason Isaacs in the first film, but like in the third film it was Ian Glenn.
yes.
But he wasn't playing Birkin.
I don't understand. I mean, like I get it. Like okay, I understand why they wanted to make up this character named Alice,
Yeah,
because in the Resident Evil games there's various protagonists. It's just not one main protagonist.
yeah. It
You have
depends who. It depends the antagonist of the week is.
you have Leon Kennedy, you have Chris Redfield, you have Claire
Claire, you have
Redfield,
Jill, you
you
have
have
Barry in one
Jill,
of them. Barry's in
even
one of them.
yes, he
You
was.
actually, yeah, the Revelations too. Barry's one of the main protagonists.
Yes, yes. And I would have chosen Leon Kennedy, and I'm not being biased because I love
No, no,
Leon.
we had to have Barry because I could run around going, he's, you know what? He's our old partner, you know. Every 5 minutes, that guy, he was our partner, you know.
Yes.
Everyone you find dead. Oh, that was our old partner, you know. Just running around and Revelations 2 shouting it out every 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I remember watching, I think I you know what that I think about it? I've seen every single Resident Evil film on theaters.
yeah.
You know that? Why? Why would I don't
I
know
gave
why.
up after Extinction. I really did. I thought, where is this just going?
That's the third one, right?
Yeah, I gave up after the third one. I thought this is just going nowhere.
So it okay. There was. Let me see if I can remember.
But
There was
Afterlife was quite fun. Afterlife was quite. I saw Afterlife on TV.
Afterlife was in jail, right?
That's the prison one. I thought that was really
Prison
good.
one. Okay, so all right. There's the first one. There's Apocalypse the second. The third one was what the
Retribution
Extinction.
was the one with yeah.
Okay.
Retribution was the one with Leon Kennedy and Ada Wong.
Ah, there we go. Okay, got it. Now I'm back on track. So we have
And
Resident
final
Evil,
chapter. Yeah,
Apocalypse, Extinction, Afterlife,
yeah,
which is the one in the prison with one of the actors who was in the Sons of Anarchy, the guy with
yeah.
the goatee, who played like a gay Hollywood producer.
Yeah.
Um, that was him, and then
Oh my god! Do you realise they actually called out England's character Doctor Isaacs because it was originally played by Jason Isaacs?
why
Dear God!
couldn't they? It was complete. It was wasted.
You could just see how Paul W.S. Anderson's mind works or doesn't. He's like a bad Stephen Moffat. He really is.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
like the bad stuff that Stephen Moffat made. That's kind of like his best. Oh my God, Ruby Rose is in it as well. Oh
Oh.
yeah, she
Yeah.
was in Ruby Rose in the final chapter. Oh, quick, get the
Which
fire. Go get the fire and just melt it now.
which one is in Las Vegas? I think that's Extinction. Peter. Las
Yeah,
Vegas. I believe so.
yeah, that's
Um.
the one in the desert. That's the Mad Max one. That was the one that Russell McKay did from Highlander.
Mhm. One of the actors, I don't know, I don't know his name. One of the actors who played like a sniper, like a cowboy hat with a cowboy hat, the sniper's in Extinction.
Yeah,
He worked with Paul W.S. The director,
yeah,
Anderson, not
yeah.
Paul. Okay, in Mortal Kombat, he played
Oh,
Johnny Cage.
oh yes, there's a guy that played Johnny Cage.
Mm-hmm. He played Johnny Cage, and that's actually one movie that I enjoyed. I thought
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat was a lot. I talked about it in my last stream
that
that
was one of his good films. That and Event Horizon, I think, his two strongest films.
it was a good movie. It was enjoyable. It really was. The second movie, I don't think it was it directed by him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was. It
It
was like
was. It was
yeah,
so. It was gaga. It was awful.
it was when he was getting to kind of plastic. I think it's his plastic era. I mean, I like the first Resident Evil film and the second one, but I just after that I just lost it. Yeah, because it was just going nowhere.
Oh my gosh. And there was the actor who played Liu Kang.
Yeah,
Um I he's pretty good. I the last time I saw him though was The Legend of Chong Li.
that was awful.
That was such a bad fucking movie.
I haven't even seen it, but it's got such a bad reputation. I
I
should avoid it.
saw it. I saw it, and you know the guy who played Vega. What the fuck, Taboo from Black Eyed Peas?
Yeah,
Like, okay, listen. Vega he's Spanish, right?
yeah,
And he's the one of the things that the main things about that character is he likes his looks. He's
yeah,
very he's a little, I guess the word vain. Like
yeah,
he's a good looking dude, and he knows he's good looking. He's pretty looking,
yeah,
and you need to cast somebody who kind of, sorry, not to be mean, I'm not saying he's ugly, but I'm saying like that's what Vega is. And
yeah,
Vegas is Spanish. He's Spaniard.
yeah,
So, and he played a role with Chun Li that they're both are enemies, they're hardcore
yeah,
enemies, and the movie didn't really get into that.
yeah. Because Vega
And
was originally supposed to be called Balrog, by the way. They
it
shifted the names around in the Western release.
they did, and the actress who played Chun Li,
We need
uh,
Demon of Might.
God, it's like, listen, one of the what is the key feature of Chun Li? What
She's
are they?
quite skinny.
Her legs, her fucking legs.
She's a legs as a weapon.
Her weapons are her legs.
Yeah,
Like
they got
I
some with massive thighs.
I mean, she obviously, you don't, you don't have to exaggerate in the films,
Yeah,
because obviously they want to make her look
she's
feminine-ish.
supposed to be
But
as supple as really long, supple legs, isn't she?
yes, that her weapons are her legs.
Yeah,
And at least in the Street Fighter movie, you can make it look like that. They don't look too
yeah,
masculine, but that's actually her the main thing. When you think about Chun Li, you think about legs. And
yeah,
the actress, you could have at least done some, muscle gaining
yeah.
of her legs, her thighs. It was like, what? And the only signature move that she did was the what's it called, the flying spur
Oh,
spin
spinning
kick,
bird kick. Yeah,
spin bird kick,
spinning bird kick.
spinning bird kick. That
Yeah,
that was, it was in a club, and that was it. It was like, okay, that's the only thing. And there was a scene where she was trying to seduce a woman. I was like, okay, are you kidding me? No, not only is gay, or trying to be gay, or trying to seduce a woman. It's like, what?
yeah.
It was
I used to
so
be able to actually do a
bad.
dragon. When I was a kid, I used to be able to do a dragon punch. You've got
Ugh.
to get enough spin, and you can actually do it. But you can only do like a little tiny pissy one. You know when you do the like low punch version, it is
Oh
possible to actually do that.
God,
Just
I
a
don't.
little.
Why was that movie made? Why?
I don't
Why?
know. I don't know. But it's possible to
Why?
do like a low, but it doesn't do anything. It's just the most weakest move going. Because
It's
someone could
just,
just
it's
because
so
if someone
bad.
avoids the punch, you can just kick him out the air.
The Legend of Chun Li. I remember, and I saw it. And
What's the
when
budget on it?
the trainer, the master, whatever, the guy who
Yeah.
trains Chun Li, I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, 50 million budget, and box office was 12.8 million. That's a failure. Oh dear.
I had no idea that budget it was that
That
much.
was a straight to video. that was a asylum special.
Oh my God. Why they do this? Why they do this? I'm
I don't
sitting.
know. I think what it is some people just in the right position at the wrong time, and they just make the worst movies.
The
They got
Legend of
great ideas, and they just don't come out on paper. The
Chun
great
Li.
ideas on paper, but they just don't come. Can't come into fruition.
Kristen Crook, I think
Yeah.
that's the name of,
Critique. Yeah.
and Robin Shu, that's his name, the guy who played Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat, and the guy
Yeah.
who played
You got Neil McDonald, Donna playing him, Bison. Lieutenant
Charlie.
Hawk. Yeah, Lieutenant Hawk from Star Trek: First Contact. Yeah.
Oh, Michael Clark. Oh. Rest his
Oh,
soul.
Michael Clark Duncan, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see who is in it. Let me see. You have okay. Oh yeah, I remember these two police.
That's where
These
the
two.
budget went. It just went on Michael Clark Duncan because he was like winning Oscars at that time. Is that
Um,
before or after he won the Oscar for The Green Mile?
Rouse Mason.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find Russell. Where is he? Where's Vega? The
Yeah.
whatever. Okay, let me put here Vega.
Vega. That was Taboo who played Vega.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was the guy from Ay Dios, a Black Eyed Peas.
Oh, yeah.
Why? That's not fucking fair. That
No,
is.
Vega's a skinny kind of vein, but he's also really muscly. He was more
He's
like Johnny Cage. He's more like Johnny Cage on Mask and a Claw and long hair.
he's a pretty boy. Let's just put it that
Yeah.
way. He's a pretty boy.
He's a pretty boy, but he's also built like he's built like an athlete. What's he a
Right,
gymnast? He's built like a gymnast.
right. Exactly. Oh man, why they do this? Why they do this? Why they make this movie?
I don't know. They just keep making these really weird films with really weird people. It just doesn't work. As I said, it probably works in their heads or on paper, but when I get on the big screen, it just melts. It just melts like an atomic pile of mess. Like Chernobyl's reactor into goo, into radioactive mush.
No, gosh. Is Kylie Minogue in Street Fighter or is
Yeah,
Mortal
that was the
Kombat?
first Street Fighter film, and was it Van Damme was absolutely smashed out of his head on cocaine for the whole film. It's true. That's a true fact.
Really?
Yeah, he was
The
bashed
first
out of his head.
Street Fighter film, right?
Quite a few of them, quite a few of the cast were actually on trucks. That's what
Kylie
the
Min-
whole
Kylie Minogue played one of the characters from Street Fighter. I don't know the
Cammy.
name. Kami. Okay.
She's Australian, but she actually played an English person. Or is she actually from New Zealand? I think that's the big thing about Kylie Minogue. She's actually from New Zealand, but she says she's from Australia.
Mm,
It's a bone of
um.
contention over down under. You want to speak to Matt Pot about it? He'll go just go crazy on the subject. Yeah,
um. I
yeah.
I remember the character. I think that the actress who played Chun Li in the Street movie. Listen to me, the Street Fighter movie.
Oh, she was good.
She was pretty good. Blanca,
Yeah,
um, the Brazilian fighter. The
yeah. Has
it
anyone ever
was
done a
good.
good Blanca? Because that was just like a guy, just guy makeup.
Oh, I don't know. That
No
was
one
him.
ever does a good Blanca.
I remember like in the game he does a little he does like I thought he was
Yeah.
gonna do
Dow is the guy who played Dowsett was like just some generic Indian guy. They just English Indian British guy. They just shoved in a role. It's like he never, doesn't even look like Dowsett.
Street
He's got hair and everything. It's like Dowsett's bald.
Fighter movie. There's Sakura. That was pretty good. Oh, Raul Julia.
Oh, I miss Raul.
You
I miss
can't say
Gomez. Gomez.
Raul Julia is such a good fucking actor. Like that's one of those
Yeah, that was the last film he did, wasn't it? Before he
um
passed away from cancer.
he my god, I love Raul Julia. We all love him here.
Yeah, Gomez.
Um
I know him as. He was a brilliant Gomez.
he's very passionate and uh
Yeah,
he died like he was like only 54 years old.
yeah,
And he was born in San Juan.
yeah,
Um and I believe he died in New York. However, I
yeah,
think his rest oh god, he was buried in San Juan.
yeah,
I believe he's buried in San Juan. And he did study in University of Puerto Rico. which is the one I think in Rio Piedra, which is the
Yeah.
University of Puerto Rico. That's it's in San Juan. Um, but yeah, I think there was
Do you remember him as Zorro? When he did the Zorro TV series, he was really good in it.
his is really good.
I know the Zorro TV series in the '90s, and he played Zorro, and he was just brilliant.
It was good, and I think what else did he do? He did there was this one movie I can't remember about this movie, but I think he got a Globe
Golden
Award.
Globe, yeah.
Um,
Oh, did you hear about that recently? They've tightened their rules and regulations at Golden Globes. You
no.
can't hit presenters or you get kicked out. Someone had to do it.
Of course.
Someone had to show Hollywood Golden Globe. They've actually put it in their rules. You can't hit a member of staff or a presenter. You will be extracted from the building and prosecuted.
Oh, so that's a new rule now. Oh, okay.
Yes, the Golden Globes actually added it to their rule.
That's good to know. That's good to know. That's good to
So you're safe. If you presented the Golden Globes, you're safe.
know.
You'll only be verbally abused, not physically. Hollywood just makes me laugh now. It's just crazy.
It is crazy, and it was a slap. It's a dumb slap. The internet was
It was an EastEnders slap, as we call it.
the
Yeah.
the internet is still divided about that, and it got to the point like
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm sorry. I just don't care. I really don't. Like the most thing that I'm caring about is the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard thing because I
Yeah.
mean it's
I'm surprised Mr. H didn't make a video on Will Smith's side. He did it with Uche. Remember when he went off on Uche? Oh my god. They had
oh
that massive argument. It was just, No, I mean, being trained in TV, I mean, I was on Uche's side. I think he handled that really well. That whole Zack Snyder thing. But it's like the Mr. H sort of turned around and called him a pussy and all sorts of stuff. It's like, oh, he actually handled it well.
ah
Yeah, the Geeks and Gamers controversy that was.
can, can you tickle a percenter at the Globes?
I don't know. Maybe. Probably can't stand within 2 meters of them. They'll probably still run on COVID. Oh my god! It's like European businesses over here are still running on like European COVID laws. It's like, do you realize what country you're in?
How are the COVID laws in over there?
All being rescinded.
Okay.
They don't enforce them. I mean, it's only kind of you're asked nicely to wear a mask or asked nicely to stand 2 meters, but they can't enforce them. If you walk into a shop without a mask on, they can't kick you out.
Okay, because okay, so they lifted off the mandatory mask in here. The only
Yeah.
exception is which makes sense, and I do it anyway, is when you go like places like where clinics are, hospitals.
Yeah,
Those are the
I
places
can
that you have to
understand
wear a
that. I
mask.
can understand that
That
for a year or two.
totally exactly. That totally
Or you can
makes
do
sense.
what I was told by a chemo nurse and just wear bloody gloves. There you go. Just wear gloves and just wash your hands when you take your gloves off. There you go.
But they the only places are mandatory are pharmacies,
Yeah.
which makes sense, of course, hospitals, and right now schools, the public schools.
Yeah. Public school's a bit of a weird one.
And yeah, not a lot of kids are liking it, and I don't know.
No, they're saying it's the mask mandates and the lockdowns have actually stunted Generation Alpha a bit.
I don't know.
The late members of Generation Alpha, they're worried about that they're just going to not grow. Yeah, so that's the big worry over here at the moment.
Oh look, Keanu Reeves is following me.
Oh, that's good.
That's great. Thank you.
I loved you in the Matrix.
I loved you in the Matrix.
I thought you were really good in that Johnny Mnemonic film, even though I didn't understand it. A dolphin? What's a dolphin?
I know Kung Fu too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's supposed to be a swell guy to work with. You got on his good side.
Yeah, he's one of the those
Really
actors
respectful.
that
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't realize that what's her face loved him.
Who?
What's the name from Speed?
Oh, Sandra Bullock.
That's the one. I was going to call her something else. I'm glad you said that.
Oh, she's oh gosh, their chemistry is
They were in love with
amazing.
each other, but they just didn't realize they were being really professional.
Yeah, they had a like an intense crush, I think,
Yeah.
and a very intense crush, and it's just you can tell, it's just one of those things, and you say you know it, like you can tell, but they probably were like, oh no, we're just being professional, but I thought that their chemistry was woof, was off the charts. Um, and they make a cute couple as well. I mean,
Yeah.
if you look, it really, really do. But I think Sandra Bullock is retiring from acting.
Yeah. She's had enough. She doesn't want to get involved in the culture war. She's like, no, 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 no.
I think I
Yeah.
feel I don't. I mean, I wish she did, because she's one of the few people that actors that I enjoy.
Yeah.
I genuinely enjoy.
She's
Um,
very true when she acts. She's very true.
yeah,
You get bubbly Sandra Bullock whenever she's in. She's just Sandra Bullock in the same way that Nick Holt is just Nick Holt, but that's
r-
another story.
right, right,
I'm not a big
and
fan of Nicholas Holt. I just think he plays Nick Holt playing a character.
I get it.
He's
And
not. He's
she's
not really what you call. He's not Johnny. Exactly what you get Johnny Depp. When you get Johnny Depp, you get character.
oh gosh,
With Nick Holt, you
yes,
just get him in makeup being Nick Holt,
exactly, just being
putting on a bit of
himself.
an accent. Yeah. But then again, they were all like that in the last X-Men film, though. I mean, what is it? The first one,
Hmm.
First Class. Even what's his name? Who played Magneto? It just sounded like him playing Magneto. Yeah. Oh my god. Now we got. Now we're approaching comic book territory. Yeah.
we we're
It was
we're
literally Michael Fassbender doing an impression of Magneto. It was really bad.
Michael Fassbender, right?
Then in the second
Oh,
one, he's doing an impression of David from Prometheus playing Magneto.
oh my God, Michael. Prometheus movie. The first movie was okay.
Yeah.
The second movie, I have no idea what the hell I was
I think the
watching.
second movie was Why.
Exact. That
And
was
the
that was
third
it.
movie is Can you just stop making these films because they're just crap?
That was it. That was like when it's Covenant, right?
Yeah,
It was
Covenant.
Prometheus, and then there's Covenant, right?
Yeah.
So Covenant should be changed
Or as
to
I call it,
why.
Alien 2.0.
It was just why. It was why, and like
The
I
problem with
end
Covenant is the main character had no charisma. She was just there.
yo
It's like,
nothing.
she wasn't Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver had so much charisma and so much
I
character.
fucking love
Oh,
Ripley.
Sigourney.
I
I just
love
she's my
Ripley.
favorite. She's my
She's my
favorite
favorite.
sci-fi hero.
She's my top favorite, my absolute favorite. I
Yeah.
love her. I
I'm not
absolutely
planning on
love her.
transitioning every time soon, but whenever I see myself as anyone, any sci-fi franchise, it's Ripley. I'm like a male.
And
I'm literally like a male version of Ripley.
that's why I love Ellen Ripley as a character, and that's
Yeah,
why I love Sigourney Weaver the way she plays Ellen Ripley, because
yeah,
she's so perfect as a role model for male
yeah,
and females. And what I love about this is
yeah,
that she treats everybody absolutely the same, men, women, and they all in the films, they do that. It's like there's nothing, oh, because I'm a woman, right, or nothing like that. It's
yeah,
just everybody was just there, it was men, women, all of it. And I like the way she protects you, doesn't matter if you're a man
yeah.
or a woman. But I love how she has this responsibility, and I love how these people depend on her at the same time. It's amazing. She's
I
brave.
should next time I do a cosplay, I should go to a convention as Scouse Male Ripley.
Oh my
You're
god.
right. You're right. I'm Ripley. I'll give you it, you bloody alien.
Who should who
with,
should play?
with a little mustache and everything, little black mustache and a
Oh, the women will be
big
offended. You see,
mullet.
the women will be offended. Oh gosh, the
Yeah,
mullet, the half shaved head, like, that's the thing now. Like, to in order to
yeah,
portray strong characters, strong women characters,
Yeah.
they have to have half of the head shaved.
Yeah, or they have to have a male haircut.
Why the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
Because Ellen Ripley wasn't. I mean, she had the little feminine thing going.
She shaved her hair because of the fleas. That's why.
Yeah, and the oh god, that third movie was bad. I didn't like the third
Got to
movie.
watch the assembly cut of that. Do not watch the original cut. It makes no sense. Because Golic suddenly dies, and just suddenly disappears, and you actually find out in the piggy cut he gets eaten by the alien.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
it.
it's a good bit. It's very dystopian. It's very, very, very dystopian.
Yeah.
It's a very, yeah. It's a bit like Alien that's depressed.
Yeah.
Instead of it just being a horror film like Alien was, or being an action horror film, it's very dystopian. It's very kind of Judge Dredd kind of. Yeah. And the second one was a bit of a black comedy. You can tell.
I'm sorry.
That's the thing about it, though. That's the thing I loved about the original Alien quadrilogy. Every film is different.
I'm laughing at
You haven't read the private chat, have you? Yes. That's what we call her over here.
No, mean,
That's what we refer to her as over
mean
here.
English people. No, don't.
Oh, Sandy. You can just imagine someone with like an RAF what accent saying that.
Oh
Going
my
to see a
gosh.
Sandra Bullock film and saying that. I do like a bit of.
Oh man, okay, I don't want to pass out. That
Yeah.
was funny. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, we've been, now that I look at it, we've been talking for an hour and 51 minutes,
Yeah.
almost 2 hours.
Yeah. These streams just make themselves up, don't they?
I know, right? It was like you said, "Oh, it's almost midnight." I was like, "Oh, it's just
I
gonna be
know.
a
I
short
know.
stream," but I mean, it is a random chat.
I
So.
think that was code for don't go until 3 o'clock in the morning.
It is a random chat. I mean, yes, it's still early. It's 8:30 p.m.
I
there,
know.
but I know over there it has to be
Yeah.
no 1 o'clock
1:30.
1:30. There we go, one
Yeah.
thirty.
We do another 8 minutes, and it's 2 hour chat.
But it was fun. It was just a random chat, and I think I like this thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting
You
used
know
to
what you
it.
do if you get problem being on here, do one right. When he starts doing the rant, you just go off and get a curry, and come back
Yes.
2 hours later. Go, oh yeah.
And
Just let him.
I'm just gonna bring Noel too and argue with him because that's what we do. We
Yeah,
argue. Like I was like,
yeah,
oh, he knows this. He knows that
yeah,
I can't stand him sometimes. It's like
yeah.
we argue. And then we're like, "Oh hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm feeling fine." It's like I saw a meme, but it's in Spanish. But it was like when you and your best friend argue, and they say "fuck off" and I'll see you tomorrow,
Yeah.
or "go to hell" and I'll see you tomorrow. It's like that kind of friendship thing.
Yeah.
It's like
Like, oh dear, would you fuck off already? Kind of thing. Yeah,
I'll see you tomorrow.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's like he was like the other. By the way, I want to do a stream like that with him where we argue and say like I want romance in Doctor Who, and he's like, I don't want romance.
Noel just goes off on one.
And
Don't
and
start. No, he was in a good mood yesterday. I was like, what? No, in a good mood. He's taking the absolute piss. Oh, you've got to go down and read the chat to the second stream. Oh God, we were just taking the piss.
oh, but what's going
Just
on?
taking the piss. We were just trying to find out how to diffuse an SJW. We found out at the end, just turn around and say whatever they say. Just go boring or oh God, not again. That's so 20 years ago. Just do the Simon Cowell. We think it's just that will diffuse it. Just do the Simon Cowell defense and just oh God, I haven't been that bored in all my life.
Oh, that's
I
a
haven't been
nice.
that bored since I went to Greta Thunberg rally.
Oh God. Oh
Yeah,
God.
just got to do that Simon Cowell. Just to Simon Cowell it.
I want to have like one of those little fun argument things on stream and just like because we could go at it like we like last time he was like, oh, I thought you left because
Yeah,
you were mad at me. I was like, well, I'm
that's a great Noel impression.
I'm so-
Say big potato. He's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us.
Hola, Oni.
Oh.
It's like what he says like farts. When he says farts,
Sanika, we're trying to diffuse SJWs, not start them on a tirade.
say what you could. It's the easy way to confuse an STJ. Tell them Islam is right about women. Oh my gosh.
God, you're gonna
Do,
start an explosion, man. That's like
you know,
Chernobyl 2.0.
you know that I got blocked, but it was on Facebook. I got blocked because I made a an Islam joke or
Oh,
terrorist
oh, you
joke,
can't make an Islam joke on. Oh, if you do that on Twitter,
and
that's haram,
that
mate.
that's you know what I find it actually offensive that they find like this Islamophobia thing is just it's stupid because it's not. They call it racist, but it's not. Islam is not a fucking race.
It's a religion.
It's a religion. My uncle is Muslim. He was born and raised in Palestine.
Yeah,
He's Palestinian, and he laughs at these jokes.
yeah.
I'm talking about he's a Muslim, all right, a Muslim, and
Excuse me. Yeah.
I mean he's not, and he doesn't like Americans. He hates white people. And if he doesn't like white people, less he wants these white people speaking for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't like any of that.
Best just
Yeah.
to leave them alone to get on with it, really.
He doesn't care, and like
Yeah.
I don't know, and I remember those times when you kind of like he will laugh at people trying to like make the accent, the Arabic style accent. He will laugh, like literally, he will laugh.
Oh
He'll be
my
like,
golly gosh, yeah.
he will laugh at that. But I'm talking about my uncle is from he's Palestinian. He speaks obviously his language, and he
Yeah.
speaks Spanish, and he speaks English. He speaks Spanish pretty bad, but
I'm just thinking, I'm just thinking about the kind of the Islamic accent with Spanish.
okay, it's not okay. So this is the way he talks
Yeah,
in Spanish. It's like, "Beta, Melena,
yeah.
¿cómo está Melena?" Like that, and it's like,
It sounds flat. It sounds a bit Israeli. Yeah.
and he goes, Menna, Menna, Menna is my
Oh
aunt.
my god, it must sound like rabbis trying to speak Spanish.
It's like Merna, 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 like that, Merna, Merna,
Yeah,
Merna. And when he
yeah,
says like oh crap, like it's like mira que
yeah.
madre, and he talks like that, and it's pretty
It
funny.
must
But
sound like Udet. What's his name from the Mummies trying to speak Spanish? It must be funny.
oh
Because he's Egyptian, he has that same kind of area. It's like kind of say Palestinian, Israel, Egyptian. It's got that same accent.
yeah, yeah, it's pretty
Apart from Rabbi,
fun.
which just has a high pitched accent.
And sometimes he does this little. It's kind of funny listening to him and talking Spanish, but he
Yeah.
talks really fast, and sometimes you don't get it. I'm like, Theo, just say in English if you feel more comfortable saying English. But then it's like, what? Because he stutters his words sometimes. He mixes them sometimes both. Like but one of the funny things that I learned in Arabic is that teta means grandma,
Yeah.
and teta in Spanish means tit.
Oh god. Yeah, there are a few words that don't cross over between languages.
No, no, no. And when my cousin got married, my cousin Galia got married, and one of us made a joke because they my when we found out about teta, And he was like, "Can you imagine?" They say, "Oh, here comes the teta of the bride. Here comes the boob of the bride. When
Comes a tit.
here comes the tit of the bride."
Yeah,
But yeah, I know all his family. Like we even sat down and drink tea, like typical Arabic
yeah.
style. Like I know these people. I've spoken to them, and I don't know why these people think that Islam is a race. It's not a race.
It's a religion.
It's a religion. It's my uncle is Muslim, and his race is Palestinian. That's what he is. He's not
Yeah,
gonna say I'm Islam. No, he says I'm Palestinian. But whatever.
yeah, yeah. I know, I know. It's a long sordid affair in the Middle East, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's,
and
it's a whole they're not dividing church from state. But then again, we got it in the Western world. We won't provide corporation from states, and it's got the same issues
but
every day. Same shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. Then I like no. I hope this doesn't count like offensive, but sometimes I think that the English take it a little too personal. Like everything is um an attack, or they get
Noel's Irish. It's
offended.
not English. Don't
Irish, really?
don't ever call her Noel English, mate. Never do that.
Oh.
You're just hearing. You think Chernobyl was a big explosion. You think Hiroshima was a big explosion? No, would never call an Irishman an Englishman. No, they're very passionate. Irish people are very passionate.
Why? Oh my god. My issue with the Middle East is why Sonny and Cher can get on. Oh my god.
Yeah,
But anyways, I should like one day I'm gonna bring Noel here, and I'm gonna
yeah,
like bother him. We'll have one of those little arguments of whether
yeah,
there should be romance. And
yeah.
I'd be like probably be cursing out in Spanish, and everything. He's like, I don't
I could
like
just
it.
see you with proper big on it. You set him off on a tirade. And you just go off and get a
Oh
pizza.
yes, and we gotta get problem being also on. We
Yeah,
gotta get Lee on, and him laughing. He's like, no, 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 no. I like the way Lee laughs. He's like,
yeah, yeah. You just set him off on some massive tirade against like Stonewall, and you just go off and get a pizza, and you come back and he's just finished. You just sit there eating pizza while he's going on. And go on, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on with stuff in your face.
He's like, no, I don't think the doctor should follow along.
You just start Noel off.
I don't care. I don't care. Well, Melina, that's my opinion.
You're starting to sound a bit American.
I don't care. I don't care. No, care. Care.
You
Care.
start to sound like you're from Alabama.
Like, I think my favorite part when he says when he says farts, like
Yeah.
eat me farts.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
I think one of the funniest thing is that he always acts like one of those teachers that lose control of the class.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay, pay attention. All right, knock it off." And that's like
Yeah.
the more he gets pissed, the more I laugh and enjoy.
He is like a supply teacher when he's losing
He's
control.
he looks like one of those grumpy teachers, who loses control of the
Yeah.
class and just keep laughing, like that.
Yeah. You don't realise everyone's laughing at him because he's got so
Excuse
over
me.
eccentric. Yeah, I know the ones.
Oh man,
I love Noel, really. We love Noel, really. Just want to say that.
a little.
Yeah. Except for he's just ended the watch alongs just before we get to Peter Capaldi. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes, I'm waiting. Well, I'm pretty sure we'll get to that, but
Yeah.
if we gotta get to the Peter Capaldi, I'm just that I'm gonna be extremely biased. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say I love it, and anything negative you say, la 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 la. That's probably gonna be me.
I
I don't. No, I don't
It's like,
care.
we've got to at least end it. We've got to at least end the Matt Smith. Okay, like, we've got to do Time with the Doctor and end it, and then at least we've
Right.
got somewhere to finish, At least we get the Peters regeneration at least.
I can't. I don't think I'll be able to go through that Peter's regeneration because
Yeah,
I cried so much.
yeah.
That was the worst moment for me, as in like
It
emotion wise.
was horrible behind the scenes as well as Noel's contacts had told us.
What? What do you
You,
mean behind
you,
the
you
scenes?
did. We told you about it, didn't you? He actually technically got sacked, and they asked him to come back.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Um,
It was
um.
awful.
I'm being speaking of which, and this is gonna be another time that I wanna talk about fully. Because
Yeah,
I today's just a random, or tonight's just a random
yeah.
chat, but I'm gonna say this little part anyway, that the fandom, a lot of people have been attacking me and accusing me of lying and stirring up drama because supposedly I'm making this up. I am not making this up.
No, it's common knowledge behind the scenes. A friend of mine got sacked off of it.
Peter Capaldi was fired, and to
Yeah,
have
I know one of the crew who got fired is a friend of mine. I was at school with him.
and to
I'm
have
not shouting his name out live, but let's just say he's very close to Red Dwarf at the moment. He's very unlucky because that's now in hiatus because there's trouble going on with
that that's another
Rob
thing,
and Doug.
PD. You said you just said it right now. You said I'm not gonna say his name out loud. That's the thing, because we don't say the names. It's like,
No, I don't
oh,
go around doxing my friends. Okay,
we don't oh, you don't say the
not
name.
professionals. No,
And
it's just not done.
I have a friend who is a Jodie fan, one of the nicest people I've ever met. We sat down. I met her on the stream. We sat down. We talked for like 3 hours, and
Yeah,
we had a very interesting conversation backstage. I mean, off stream, not on live, but and we talked about our experiences in the fandom. I talked about mine, and
yeah,
it opened her eyes, I guess you could say. She was like,
yeah,
wow, I had no idea. And I
yeah,
said, this happened to me and this happened to us, because she knows that I'm affiliated with all of you.
yeah,
And I told her, hey, we're not these kinds of people, or
yeah,
they're not the kinds of people. And she said, oh, I understand now. Like, she kind of like, and then she told me about her side, and it's like, well, yeah, that's wrong. We both shared
yeah.
experiences, and we really connected. And I told her, I have no problem if you're a Jodie fan. It's the stands my problem. She's like, I agree completely. The stands, fuck everything
Stands
else.
and the activists, I just can't stand.
We can't stand. But she told me something that it really, really hit me. And we know this. I knew this, but to know that a Jodie fan said this to me is important. Saying like, yes, these words, I can confirm to you that Peter Capaldi was fired.
Yeah,
Peter Capaldi was fired. And I said, you know how much shit I have gotten because I said
yeah,
that, and because I started a hashtag that Peter Capaldi deserved better? Do you know how
yeah,
much shit I got? There is this username, and I'm gonna say I do not care. I'm like Noel. I don't care.
yeah.
There is this person called with the name of Kim Travel, something like that, and she has blue hair. This woman is an absolute, like, she's just mean. She's just mean.
Yeah.
She's been after me ever since I started this little hashtag, and I started sharing the news, and she started saying
Perhaps
things
she's
like,
infatuated with you.
I thought the same thing, and I was so close to saying, you know what, no offense, but I'm into men.
Yeah.
But she's been telling me, oh, she said, because since I
You
had
should do a bill to a bill pocket. I like men. I like men. Every 5 minutes, just mention it.
I'm
Every
actually,
stream.
I'm
I
gonna do
like men.
that. She hasn't blocked me yet. She blocked me she made another account. And
Yeah.
in my previous account, with her previous account, she started like,
Yeah, that's them said okay.
she blocked me there. And then she, of course, talked to this this asshole, who I'm
Yeah.
talking about, the ginger.
Oh
asshole
yeah,
guy. He said, "Oh, her. All she did was just stir up drama and bullshit and with gifs because since they kept if they kept insulting me and being ridiculous, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna give post gifs, gifs
yeah,
like telenovela style because they were being dramatic, so I was answering with dramatic style telenovela gifs like, ay Dios
yeah,
mío, like, ¿cómo va a ser? Like
yeah.
very like that, and that got me blocked. It's like whatever. But she told me, and this is something was so stupid. She said, um, "You call yourself being kind." Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna look for it, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what she told me. There she is. She hasn't blocked me yet. I'm gonna tell you exactly what she told me, and I thought I was like, why? Um, Hang on, and then we'll end it here. Blah 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 blah. She said, "Where is it? It's there. This is there." Okay, blah blah blah. And she made a post about me in her profile, which I'll read it later too. Um, but she said something along the lines like, "Oh, how come you have be kind in your profile, but you're not being kind of hiding the truth," something like that. I was like, what? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
It's almost there. But she's been like after me since way before, and then um and she accused me of not being kind, but she said some really okay, this is her post that she made about me in her Twitter. She said, "Imagine making wild accusation against an actor and a production team, withholding your quote unquote evidence for views and saying, 'I'm being bullied, be kind.'" When did I ever say that? As
Yeah,
if
and she
making
says be kind afterwards. It's like, what? That's not
as
being kind. Are you thick or something?
as if making libelous, I don't know how you say this, accusations without evidence is kind. As if withholding something important for views is kind. What?
These people
Um
don't live on this planet, I'm afraid, Melina. They don't live
and
on this planet.
this is this is okay. This is me commenting on one of the posts. It says, and I said, "This fandom has accused me of lying and stirring up drama when I said that Peter Capaldi was fired. This will soon be exposed. Peter was fired and he deserved better." And
Yeah, I mean, you found out. I know your sources. I
I
know you told
cried.
me.
I started crying. Remember, you were like,
Yeah,
"Melina, you okay?"
yeah, yeah.
It really hit me. And
And
then
then you found out from a horse's mouth. Yeah,
exactly, and for me, it's a big deal. And I and
through
actually
through Christian. Yeah,
and I told her, and I said, I hope you don't take this like the wrong way, but for me, it's a big deal coming from
yeah,
you as a Jodie fan because people accuse me of lying because, oh, I don't like Jodie. It's like it has nothing to do with that. And she's like, no, 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 it happened. It really did happen. And I understand
yeah,
why you're angry. It's like, anyway, she said, so a non zero number of us knew some behind the scenes folk telling in the same way Peter would later tell it. If you actually had anything, it's 2022. Why so slow? And I said, well,
yeah.
you just wait. And she said, it's 2022. In the years since, Peter neither relied on the BBC nor being shunned by them either way. It's almost like you don't have anything. Are you a flat earther as well? Okay.
I'd say no. Flat Earthers probably have more friends than you do. To
And then
her,
she
and I wouldn't say it to
says,
you, Melina, but you know what I mean. I'd say it right to her face. I'd say no. Flat Earthers probably have more friends than you do.
she says, "Be kind, but it's different rules for me than for thee, because whether you or not you're telling the truth, this ain't kind."
Yeah.
How? How?
I'd write be kind question mark citation needed.
Sitting on evidence for the views. What views?
I'd turn around and say, well, if you actually had friends in this fandom, not fellow SJWs, you'd find out what happened as well.
Or lying? Neither is kindness. Is that kind of duplicity that'll be why we won't believe you? You did it to yourself. And scrolling
I would say kindness with you is euthanasia at birth to them.
and scrolling your timeline, you're a JD apologist, a Johnny Depp apologist,
Are you
because
apologising
he's
for Johnny Depp now?
He seems like a stable guy. Yeah, keep sitting on that evidence all the way from 2017. I'm sure it'll get you tens of views.
Did
And
actually.
I don't get
Christians,
it.
that one from a Christian got quite a few views actually.
I don't get her. It's like,
Yeah, well, what's it got to do with Johnny Depp? I mean, yeah,
what?
Johnny Depp is now being vindicated.
Well, I'm flattered that she's going through my timeline. Um, but the next time, and I haven't blocked her yet, but the next time I was like, hey, you know what? I'm into dudes. I'm not into
Yeah,
women because, and I've heard that she's a
I
little.
track her down and dox her actually.
Oh my gosh,
Dox her.
PD.
I know. I know it's evil, but some people just have to learn the hard way.
But she's accusing me of not being kind, yet she's not
Yeah.
being kind
All I can say
herself.
to those who are planning to dock me is you shouldn't go fishing. You won't catch anything, or you might catch a bloody shark. That's all
But
I'm saying.
I know that, and the person who told me that confirmed me, well, confirmed many times, but confirmed me that Peter Capaldi was fired. She said this would soon be exposed. It sooner or later
It will come out.
it
It
will come
will,
out.
but it's going to come out a lot like down the road because of the whole Chibnall era getting in the way.
Exactly.
I mean, the stuff about the Chibnall era it's going to be explosive after Russell after that last special and Russell
Exactly.
takes over. The second Russell
And
fully takes the reins, it's gone.
and
It's
I
going to be
have
the
I have
whole
screenshots.
of the
Mhm.
cast and crew are going to start attacking each other.
It's gonna. I have a feeling that something big is gonna
Yeah,
happen.
in the game Doom, when you go and you just shoot someone and an imp and they turn around and hit like hit a demon in the back of the head, and it just starts a massive melee, and they all just start killing each other, and you just duck to the back of the room. That's what's going to happen, I think.
I think
Everyone
so
is going to just
too.
go for blood.
I think so. It's gonna be like sharks.
Yeah,
You
someone's
know,
just going to drop blood in the water and just disappear.
it's gonna be.
They just eat themselves. It's going to be like the end of watching the end of the Doctor Who and the Daleks. They just they start using turning the Daleks' weapons on the Daleks. They literally start grabbing the Daleks and use them as gun turrets. They're just blowing each other up.
I think I have. I don't know why I have a huge feeling that something is gonna happen. I don't know why. I can't
Yeah,
help it. It's like this. This little thing that you have in your chest.
yeah.
It's like
That's what I've been feeling.
the anticipation. Something is gonna happen, and
Yeah,
I have screenshots where these people accuse me of a liar, accuse me of starting a drama, accuse me that
yeah,
I'm doing it because I hate Chibnall and I hate Jody, and it's like I'm not doing. I'm doing this for, as in, because Peter Capaldi did deserve better, and to have someone who loved Doctor Who so much and dreamed so much and so long to be part of this amazing experience to play the
yeah,
Doctor, to have him fucking fired. That's it's oh god,
yeah.
I can't.
You just want to get some of these people in the fandom writing these Twitter posts and just have them psychoanalyzed from their Twitter posts. Just have them psychoanalyzed.
But you know what, PD? I don't want to be like that kind of person, but I'm gonna say whenever, not when, not if, when this truth comes out, I
Yeah,
will make a video. I will write a little song. I will do whatever the I fucking told you. I'm gonna show
yeah,
screenshots of all the people who accuse me of lying and stirring up drama and whatever. And I'm just gonna have a blast. I really am, because
yeah,
it's just the, if it were something like, well, it's hard. I don't know, if you were just nice with me in a way, like well, I heard that he left, and I don't know for sure if he was fired, but as far as I know, he wasn't. But who knows? Something along the lines like that. It's like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Just that kind of interaction. But instead of just calling me all kinds of names, and then telling everybody to block me, um and posting screenshots about me saying like I'm doing this because I hate Chibnall,
yeah,
and that kind of thing makes me want to go like, you know what? keep going because
I mean,
when
as we
it
said
takes off,
earlier, we wanted to like this season. We want to like its era, but it's given us no reason to like it. There you go.
there isn't, not like I said,
We've
not
gone back to
even.
saying it. It's like, it's like, as I said, martial arts grading. They want to pass you, but if you give them nothing but excuses to fail you, you can get failed.
Sheesh.
It's not an equity thing. It's not.
Hmm.
It's not equality of outcome. We're not going to say yes, it's a great series when it's terrible.
And you've seen me how I am, that I when a lot of people are very critical with the Moffat era. It's like, oh, why this, why that, and you know how I am, that I say, oh, but I love it, oh, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So for me to not
I mean,
enjoy or
Charlotte's
like,
like it with the Matt Smith's era.
for me to not, right, and Charlie and I,
Charlotte is.
we both like romance too. The in
But
the
Noel and myself are more David Tennant fans. It's just the way it is.
And for me to say I do not like how this era is going, that's a huge deal because I'm a sucker. Like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I liked every single episode, and when I say liked, I mean enjoyed it. That was it perfect.
Yeah.
If I was to just sat down and say, okay, um, this was wrong, blah blah blah, whatever, be critical. I
Yeah.
could, but I don't want to. I don't care because I enjoyed it. So when I say I genuinely enjoyed it, I did from the bottom of my heart. And I was having that same attitude when I started with the Chipmunk era, but I was not liking it. I was like,
Yeah.
what's wrong with this? It's just I
Yeah.
felt like I was watching a different show. I
Yeah.
really
That's
did.
what I felt. I mean, I enjoyed the change at first, but when we got to season 12, it was awful. The writing was just so bad.
Oh, ay, ay, ay.
It went from bland to bad. And it's like,
Oh.
just it went from just like the kind of lazy kind of to like some blandness, just a really lazy blandness.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, bland. It went from like kind of okay blandness. It's something different. It feels like a different show. Maybe it's about time we had like a soft reboot from the Moffat era.
And it
And then it
just
went
looks
to
like a
bad.
spin-off. Mm.
It just went really bad. I mean, you can literally tell the Sea Devils are supposed to be in there. Was it Praxius? You can
Mm.
tell something's missing. I mean, you can't go around just, as I said, we know about it. We're both trained about lock scripts. When a script's locked, you can only make little tiny changes. And this guy, Chibnall's making massive change. He's changing the entire script before
Mm-hmm.
they film on the day of filming. It's like you just don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so unprofessional.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've both been trained that you just don't do it. I mean, you can make little tweaks, and if an actor can't, a character can't pronounce a word or something, and it's a really major thing that they're like literally they're like literally spraying another actor in the face because they can't pronounce a word properly. You change the word for that, or if something's not right, not working, you got to fix something in post production. You change that. You don't change the entire freaking change it or the entire script on the day of filming. Yeah, that's what my biggest pet hate. I mean, I got pet hate Russell T Davis. I think he was too reliant on the Fitzroy Tavern lot, and I think he was a bit too controlling in the writers' room.
Probably. I don't
Yeah,
know. Let's see what's. I can't wait. I'm actually.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think he's matured as a writer. I think he won't be making the same mistakes he made with
I'm
his first
I'm
three seasons.
excited. I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to it, and like I said, I have a feeling something is gonna blow up. Like something
yeah,
big is gonna blow up. That the fandom's gonna
yeah,
probably
yeah,
either fall apart.
yeah.
And this is not, and we're gonna end it like.
I just want to say this for the record, though. If they end up getting exiled from the fandom, it's not us that's exiling them; it's them that's
No,
exiling themselves.
no, exactly. This is very important, and this is we're gonna do this. Or well, we, you, I don't know who, me, whatever. Um,
Yeah,
the live stream. I want to touch this subject. Since this is
yeah,
era is ending, but this is speaking seriously, and no jokes, no trolling, no nothing like that. But we, how do I say this? This is something that you know who brought them to themselves.
Yeah.
And this is not a revenge thing. This is not, you're gonna get yours. This is nothing like
This is
this.
going to be like it's going to be the end of Revenge of the Sith, isn't it? Without
This,
Obi-Wan Kenobi, it's like
this is nothing like this. I'm not wishing revenge. I don't want
yeah,
vendetta. This I'm not talking about, let me be clear, I am not talking about the fans of this era and the fans of Jodie. That is completely different. I'm not talking about the people who just enjoy the show and they don't attack
yeah,
others.
yeah,
Because I know people who just enjoy it and they're like, oh, that's too bad you feel that way. Oh, that's understandable. And then move on with their day. It doesn't stop them from anything. And
yeah.
I'm talking about the ones who are the extremely
Yes, Peter, agree.
hate
Same with Halo as well and Star Trek, mate.
the extreme vile people, the people
Yeah,
who just the extremists
yeah,
that something's gonna happen. I have a feeling that something's gonna happen, and they might, if they leave the fandom, it's not because of me, it's not because of you, it's not
yeah,
because of Noel or Lee or any of the NMDs, nothing like that.
yeah,
You did it yourself, you decided to leave yourself. That's not on us, that's on you, baby. That's it.
yeah,
And I wish, I hope that it doesn't work that way. I hope that whatever happens will be like, huh, like a way to maybe we should change our attitude, maybe we should be more, that it change, that it could change them for the good, and maybe be more open and not be just one-sided all the time, and not be so critical of people who don't like this era. You know what I mean? Because i
yeah.
had i had one person who blocked me, and I never said anything mean or nasty or anything on that sort, because this person
Yeah.
said, "Oh, this the Timeless Journal was really great, and it made a great addition." And I responded, "But how was it a great addition? Because what about the fugitive doctor? What about this and that? There are some things, that was my
Yeah.
tone. That was the way I responded, and then they blocked me."
Yeah, that's the
And
one I
then
call the millennial answer.
they said in a recent post saying like, "Oh, I just had to block somebody because they were being toxic of when
Oh,
I
God.
was like, how is that being toxic?" So those are the kind of things that bugs me a lot. It's just like this
Yeah.
blind.
I could just see that they would be toxic. They're wondering why it's oil spurting out the end of their fingers on the keyboard.
It's this blind thing. Okay, hang on. Let me read some of the
Yeah.
comments because I feel like I'm ignoring these people. Likewise, I'm a classic fan, though I do like Mass Doctor. This era should be used as an example of how to make TV in all. Oh, how not to
Not to
make
make
TV in
tea.
all aspects.
It's
Sorry,
been
but I'm a
best.
bit pessimistic. They will leave. As SJWs, they might feel they should stay to champion RTD for their LGBT advocacy. I don't know, cause I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I feel like a lot of them are gonna leave,
I
and
think it depends what happens to Stonewall Sadako because they're in a lot of trouble behind the scenes.
oof.
There's a
I
massive battle going on between the LGB Alliance and Stonewall at the moment. It's not been only been reported on GB News.
I have no idea. I have no say in that because I don't know.
I have
Obviously,
everyone's moaning about. Just want to say about the RTD thing. I think he had to do it. I don't think he wanted to do it, but he kind of had to say it. What he said about the taking the T out of the LGBT community. Yeah, yeah.
hmm.
It's just this massive. It's like what I say to a friend of mine earlier. It says the problem is we've had we've had charities like so-called charities or activist groups like Stonewall
Hmm.
going like unions,
Hmm.
and now they're going from unions into gangsters.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's kind of like the evolution. It's like we've seen it with there's a union in this country called the RMT, which is the Rail and the Maritime Union. And they've got so much power now they can just literally almost shut down the underground overnight. They feel like it. It's like they've gone from if they don't get their own way, they will shut everything down. It's that kind of power, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
That's what kind of Stonewall's got now, been given. But
Hmm.
there's a massive battle between the other group, the rival group, LGB Alliance. There's actually massive court cases going on about it at the moment. So it's all kicking off. Yeah, if you follow that. I mean, the only place you can really get information is probably GB News.
Well, wow.
But yeah, it's why that's why I was, when and Peter, that's probably what's going to happen in the end. They're going to eat themselves. That's what normally happens. They'll start fighting amongst themselves. Something will go horribly wrong. They'll get defeated, and they'll start fighting amongst themselves. It's what I call like Sith Lords. They'll always start fighting amongst them. When all the Jedi have to be defeated or they've been beaten so many times, they'll just start fighting amongst themselves and blaming each other. Yeah.
Wow.
Food for thought.
I obviously that's not the. I mean, my
Just what's happening
area.
at the moment.
But wow.
But I don't blame Russell for saying what he did. Everyone's like, "Oh, Russell should never have said that. He's just kept pandering to him. He probably had to."
Well, I'm not. As long as the I don't give a fuck. As long as the writing is good.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all I care.
Yeah.
As long as it's good.
Just try and put what we do in the bedroom into behind us, if you know what I mean. Just what we do in the bedroom is your own business.
Make it good. I just wanted to enjoy.
Now you know what I get sick when everyone starts going gay, 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 gay in my face. It's like, oh Jesus, what I do in the bedroom is my own business.
It's nobody's business.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to make the point.
That it's absolutely nobody's business, and not just I'm talking about sexual preferences. Who you want to sleep with, and it shouldn't be your preferences. Like that my type of men are not Latinos. I don't want Latino men. I don't. I go for the.
Noel's already taken, I'm afraid.
Oh God. Actually, I'm more interested in his life because she's beautiful. Cheryl's beautiful.
Lovely.
She's so beautiful, and I love like when she talks to me, and I'm talking to her, and you can really feel like she's listening, and I'm like, she's like one of those people that I love chatting. She's absolutely beautiful. But I'm not a lesbian, just in case. But it's just like
I love listening to the spats between them. They're hilarious.
It's just this little girl crush that I have. It's like, oh, she's so beautiful. Yeah. But anyway, what I'm saying is like, I like the typical not Latino kind of guys. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know why. I guess the opposite attract kind of thing, because I'm very Latina. Like I'm with my culture and everything about
That's Latina, not Latinx.
God.
Yeah, it annoys me as well.
But you know what I mean, right? Like I just don't. I don't know.
But Latinx sounds like you're ex-Latin. It's like, it makes no sense. It's like, were you ex-Latin or something?
It makes, listen, just in case, and this
is a race change.
Latinos is gender neutral, so if anybody has a problem with that, oh God, excuse me.
Yeah. It's like Latinx makes you feel like you've had a race change.
Sorry, I didn't mean to pervert, but it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna let it happen. Yeah. But the point I'm trying to say is that, like, that's my personal preference. Does that make me racist?
No.
Because I'm Latina, like, I that has nothing to do with it.
This is why probably I get pissed off with Stonewall. This is because it's like, you have to go out with a man with a mouth, if you know what I mean.
No.
It's like, that's not a man. To me, that's not a man.
Whoever you want to sleep with is nobody's business. That is between two adults who are attracted to each other, and they say, let's do this, and they do it, and that's it. That's nobody's business. It's not like date me or you're a bigot.
Exactly. You will go out with this person.
and I feel like we're going backwards because the
Yeah.
point of the LGBT human rights is that the
Yeah.
right to love, the right to get
Exactly.
married,
And Stonewall taking that right away from
the
people.
right to be
That
in
suppression.
public and
Yeah.
show affection with, with your same sex partner. Some that's what it is about, and we're like, oh
Exactly.
yes, we're all here for it. But then now it's like, oh, but if you don't date me, you're a bigot. Like, it's like, what? You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
the fat activists, for example. It's like, oh, if you don't
Yeah.
date me, you're fat phobic. Um, why? Everybody has their different taste and
Yeah.
different, attraction. I mean, I could be attracted to a guy who is not even my type, but the point is that I'm attracted to him.
Yeah.
That's the point, because
Exactly.
and if we're attracted to each other, who cares? Who gives a fuck? That's our how do you say, our business. It's nobody's
Yeah.
business. I don't know why, that's the point of being progressive. Why we're
Yeah.
going backwards here?
To start being authoritarian and telling people who they can go out with, that's regression.
Exactly,
That's
it's regression.
totalitarianism, and that's why I'm against it.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, exactly. Well, we
Yeah.
extended our chat. Let them eat themselves. What are their era fates and diets? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's that's what we're trying to say. Like, it'll they. I think they themselves are just going to um fade away. However you want to say it.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I mean? We don't have to do anything, and it's not like, oh, I want them to leave. The only people I would say that that I don't want in this fandom, and I do not care what side you are from this fandom, either you like
Exactly,
Jodie
Peter.
or not. I do not want any kind of bullies, the people who do intentional harm
Yeah.
and bullying of others. I do not care what side of the fucking fandom you are. Specifically, at least I'm specifically talking about Doctor Who. I do not care. You That's the kind of exception, that's the kind of gatekeeping I would do, is the actual attackers, the actual
Yeah.
bullies that do intentional harm.
Yeah.
That's the kind of people that I don't want in this fandom. I'm not looking for a safe space to like Peter Capaldi. I'm not looking for a
Yeah.
safe space to like Joe Martin. I love Joe Martin, and a lot of my friends don't like Joe Martin. Who gives a fuck? That doesn't stop me from breathing or living or sleeping. I don't care. You don't like Joe Martin?
Give me the prize,
Cool.
Sadako. Give me the prize.
Who cares? Who gives a fuck? I like Joe Martin. That doesn't that I mean, the point is that I'm not looking for a safe space for me to
No.
like Joe Martin. I'm looking for a safe space that I don't get fucking personally attacked for
Yeah.
liking Joe Martin. One thing is to say, oh, I don't like her, I think she was
Do you know what the
bad.
great thing about Joe Martin is? She actually gave up Doctor Who to work on the Holby City, which only had one season left.
Oh my gosh.
It was like she almost crossed the road into traffic to get away from Doctor Who.
I don't blame her. You know why? Because she
Jesus
was
Christ.
her role was
Yeah.
wasted.
I know.
Chibnall did he just added her there, and this is what I mean, that like I personally liked her character. I liked it. Not a lot of people do, but I
Yeah.
did. And I'm talking about a lot of people as in from our side,
Yeah.
I guess you could say. But the thing is, like, it doesn't bother me if you say, well, I don't like her, she's boring or whatever. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when you call me stupid, or when you call
Yeah.
me an idiot, or when you call me names and make it personal because I like Joe Martin. Those are the kind of things that I don't want. I don't And the problem is that the most people are like, they're toxic because they don't like Jodie. Oh, they're toxic because they don't like Chibnall. It's like, that's not toxic. Toxic, you need to be fair. Toxic is when you go to a
Yeah.
personal attack. Chibnall and Jodie are not on
Certainly does,
social
Peter. It
media.
certainly does.
They're not on social media. And
Yeah.
another thing, they still get paid. And they
Yeah.
know this. This is the price of fame. They
And
know this.
9 times out of 10, when they're typing on social media, it's not actually them, apart from Manny Gill at the time. We're crazy.
And it's like, and I'm not saying I listen, I'm not saying I agree. Like, for example, like, I defend Chris Pratt. Like, I don't agree, like, you want to go there and
Why
personally
now,
attack him.
Chris again?
But I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you have the right to criticize and say, "Oh, I don't like the way he did it. This is dumb, blah blah blah," because they know that as public figures, this is the price of fame. They know this, and um you're if you're gonna be a public figure in a way, even
Yeah,
right now, you and me are live streaming right now. This is public.
yeah,
We're gonna have people always gonna criticize us. I have been
yeah.
criticized many times. This is the price of being in not famous. Excuse me. The just doing this publicly. You're gonna get exposed to that. That's how it is. That's how it works. But these you don't call those people toxic. Toxics are the
No,
ones that attack you. And the irony is that these people who call you toxic for criticizing Jody and Chibnall, they attack you.
they're the toxic ones.
They're the toxic ones. They personally attack you because they call you toxic and saying like, "Oh, you're harassing." There's this one idiot, this one moron. Yes, I am gonna call him fucking moron because he doesn't know what harassment means. He's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
what about the people who harasses Jody and Chimnall?" Like, I don't think you know what harassment means. It's like they're not on the internet. They're not on Twitter.
literally, Billy. If it ever happens again, just get the page for harassment out the Urban Dictionary. Just post it to them.
Exactly. And
Harass.
actually, I did it. I've done it. No, I've done it. I've
You
done it
have to.
before. It's like, I don't think you know what harassment means. See, versus we're on the internet, we're on this fucking platform, and you fucking take screenshots and you fucking post them in public and tell everybody to block me, and you share it to other forums out there, and what about the not my doctor page? So that's not harassment. Fuck you. So it's like, sorry, I think I went a little bit ranty there, but
Yeah, that's right.
the point still stands. That to me, that's the kind of personal attack that I don't want in this fandom, and those
No.
are the kind of people that I don't want in this fandom. If there's gatekeeping that I'm gonna do, is
Yeah.
that kind of those kind of people. I'm not talking about the gatekeeping
Or
that
if they start on us about gatekeeping when Brian Russell comes back, I'll say, well, we have to because of what you did.
right. And I don't the gatekeeping that I don't like and I will defend is like, for example, I mean, I'm the Tasman shippers. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, obviously, but I'm not gonna keep them out. They have
Oh, she
every
got
right to
cock
ship.
blocked. She got cock blocked.
She got I don't have anything against it. The one thing that bothers me is that they're too obsessed with, like, this is not a shipping thing, and I'm saying this as a shipper myself, not shipper Tasman, because I don't see any connection, but as a shipper myself, because as much as I enjoyed my first little shipping heart moment was with Ten and Rose, as much as I enjoy them both together, that did not I still enjoy the adventures and I still
Yeah.
watch Doctor Who for the adventures. And when Rose left, as heartbreaking as
Yeah.
it was heartbreaking in all sense, and not just the shipper thing, but it is heartbreaking, shipping or not. But I still watched Doctor Who. I still enjoyed it, and I loved Donna. So that's the thing. Doctor Who is not. This is the thing that I agree with the that what's his name, Noel, that
Yeah.
that it's not a rom com. And you're right, absolutely right. It's not a rom com, and it shouldn't be a rom com. And I think what Chibnall is trying to do is make it into a rom com. And
Yeah. He
these
doesn't know what he's
Tasman
doing.
that's these Tasman shippers, the extremist ones at least, they wanted to make it like a rom com thing. It's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not Doctor Who. I'm not, and I'm saying this as a shipper again myself. I don't want it to be a main thing, even. I love the romance. I want it to be part of Doctor Who. Do I want it to be a main thing? No, it's not. I want it to still let it be have adventure, still have it. It needs to be integral to the plot. I don't want That's another thing. I don't want romance thrown in there randomly.
They even try to ship Cavanister and what's his own dad.
Oh god,
Oh
don't
God,
get
that was
this
sick.
fucking bestiality.
Yeah,
Oh,
God, have you seen the pictures?
I
Oh,
did. It's God. It was so fucking disturbing.
it's
My
just
God.
wrong. It's just wrong on so many levels. But this is it. You take the piss out of them about it. They just go angry, and it's like, yeah, but it's just what you're doing. It's just wrong on so many levels. It's just hilarious. I just can't. You can't see the joke.
Oh God. But anyways,
Yeah.
but anyways, so yeah, I think we extended the thing. We've been holy fuck, almost 3 hours. My
Yeah.
God, we gotta go, PD.
So, do you think Dan is going to take Di's arm and go down the aisle? Oh dear.
Oh God, no, 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 no. It's this bestiality thing. It's just so disturbing. And you know what I think about? I think about Scooby and Shaggy.
Yeah. Oh
It's just
God. Oh God. I saw some of the Ben 10 hentai. That was wrong.
oh no 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 don't talk this. The first time I experienced hentai was by pure accident. It was pure accident. Okay, that me and my best friend were like, into Inuyasha, and we're like, oh, let's read fan
Yeah.
fiction, let's just Google, because back
Pokemon hentai is
back
terrible.
then, before Tumblr and all this stuff, we had websites like shrines, they call them shrines,
Yeah.
dedicated to a series or a couple, and we there were a lot of websites, Inuyasha, they call them shrine, like that
Yeah.
dedicated with fan art and blah blah blah. So we were googling and see what other little shrines we can get into, and then we clicked on this one link, and then we saw some graphic things, and we're like, what the hell is this? And then we kept scrolling, and it was the Flintstones. We saw one of Scooby Doo.
Oh God, I've seen some of the Flintstones one. It's awful.
It was, it was, it was pretty disturbing. There was the Scooby Doo one was pretty disturbing as well. Um, there was one with Ninja Turtles. There was one with SWAT cats.
Oh God.
There were ones we saw. Of course, there were Inuyasha ones where I was like, "What?" Sailor Moon ones was
Oh, it's gonna be
really
Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon's popular.
the Dragon Ball Z one. There was this one with Goku and Chi Chi turned into like a comic. I remember like now. It was like it was a comic book style or manga style. Let's put it this way, manga style, and it was Goku and Chi Chi. And let's just say, like, during he turned into a Super Saiyan,
Oh God.
and me, we
Do
were.
you literally think the shipping stuff all comes from hentai?
I don't know.
It's just some kind of sick extension of hentai.
I don't know. I've been shipping since I was 9 years old. Like
Yeah.
literally, really legit. I've been shipping since I was 9 years old. When I started watching like Outlaw Star and Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z and Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon was like, oh, Tuxedo Mask and Sailor Moon, like, oh, I want them together, that kind of thing. So I've been doing it since I was like 9 years old, and I've been reading fan fiction since I was 9 years old. But 14 years old was when the first time that I saw hentai. Like I said, by fucking accident. And me and my
Yeah.
best friend, we were laughing so much. I mean, we were 14 years old. We were giggling. We were banana split. We were like, that's so funny. And it was just hilarious. And it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Until we later found out that it's Japanese porn hentai.
Yeah.
So it was getting weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder. But yeah, okay.
Peter, watch the special edition I hired into two. It makes more sense. Yeah.
Brilliant film through lots of cinema. Still, and then too. I'll watch it again. Yeah.
Yeah. Just watch the special edition or the Renegaded cut. Don't watch the standard edition. It just makes no sense.
God, my eyes have still not recovered over Dan and the dog.
No. Oh, it was horrible. Dude, they were all celebrating it. It's like, God's sake, do you not know what hentai is?
Oh no.
I would love to see someday get a psychologist like Jordan B. Peterson to sit down and just diagnose this. Just diagnose them and their responses. Just actually pick it to pieces. Just just call them sick.
Well,
Uh,
well, anyways,
anyway, yeah.
I think we should end it because we extended a lot. And I am sweating right now because I think it's the it's the fever, and my throat is getting a little. So, where did I start with, or where did I end it? Okay, well, thank you, Pete.
No worries. Anytime.
It's been fun. We it was like
Thanks, yeah.
it's gonna be something short, and my mind short was 30 minutes, and then extended to almost.
You've done a null.
They did it in 3 hours. The next time I wanted to
20-minute
call in.
discussion has turned into 2 hours and 49 minutes.
Next time I want to just call in. Oh my god, I was gonna say Peter Capaldi. I wish. Problem being.
Yeah, cool problem in.
And
just remember when he starts going off on one, like a stonewall tirade, go off and hold yourself a pizza. And then you can sit there eating it and just cut back in.
I just like hearing Lee laugh because he has this little like that kind of laugh that he has. I don't know why. And he's sassy. I like it's just he's gay and sassy with that English accent, and I don't know why I like it. It's just funny.
He's got a thespian's voice, darling. A thespian's voice.
Thespians? That's how you say it, really?
He's got a thespian's voice.
Oh. I like it, so
I can't really speak at the moment because my mouth's all dry as well. So I'm sounding like this. I'm sounding like I'm eating bees. Bees. I like honey fresh from the hive. I like the bees. I used to take the mick out of someone from hospital radio because they had a tongue piercing. It's like, you want to do radio, you got a tongue piercing. You sound like you've been eating bees. What? That is really bad mic etiquette. I just speak to her. I go, yeah, I've been eating bees. Can't remember radio, but it's been eating bees. Marble mouth, we call it. But it's not like it's been eating bees. It's like it's fresh honey.
Shut up. Stop. Oh god.
I just love taking the piss. I should really, really train enigmatic Joker just to start taking the piss.
Oh man. The next time, let's see. I don't know when I'll probably tomorrow. Well, tomorrow for me. It's already tomorrow for you, but tomorrow for me. Maybe I'll use the cam. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I look decent enough because I still look really sick. But oh my god, I'm sweating. But yeah, I want to touch the subject of what like the ending of this era and how we actually really feel.
I think Dan Hadley's planning a party.
Yes, I heard.
Party.
Yes, and it's not. And listen, not to sound like evil or a bitch or anything like that, but I will celebrate. I'm sorry, I will celebrate, and it's not just people don't understand is everything what this era represents. I'm not talking about a bad era. I'm not talking about like bad era like oh it's bad, okay, now we move on and that's it. I'm talking about like everything that it stands for. It's not just bad writing. It's everything that destroyed how divisive the fandom was, how it's just
mess.
It's a mess. It's a mess. It's evil. So that's what I'm celebrating.
It's gonna be as messy as Dan's wedding to die. That's gonna be a mess. Because knowing Dan, he'll grab the wrong arm and fall over.
Do you think Dan will die?
Yeah, he'll die on the wedding day. He'll go to take Dai's hand, grab the wrong hand, and fall over.
My God, you're you're evil.
You just got it. Oh, I know. I shouldn't joke about that kind of thing, but
But
guy's a
anyways,
bitch. So there we go.
so yeah, I don't. You're not gonna drag me to hell, PD.
Yeah,
You done it many times.
I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. I know I'm going to hell. It doesn't matter. Even Father Miller and Rabbi can't save me from that.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about these subjects, saying that there's a lot of things I want to do and talk about, and it's not just Doctor Who. I do plan on doing I do plan on doing like bad movies, like Sharknado, like Two Headed Shark, because it's fun, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
just discuss
I
about
can
that.
just see. When you go put the ring on.
Stop it, Pete.
Just grabs the wrong hand.
Stop it.
Waving his hand, nothing.
Stop. I'm gonna pee. Seriously, I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna pee myself. I can't. We're gonna go. We're gonna go now.
Thanks a lot, chat. We'll catch you later.
Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to do things. I don't know. Follow PD wherever he is. Follow me and stuff. Follow me on Twitter. I'm myself on Twitter. Later on Twitter.
You have to
Please.
put the links in the description later.
All right. Yeah. That thing. Sure.
I don't have a wrench, so I can't do it.
Oh yeah. How do I give you
Oh, you
a
got to go into settings and wrench me. Or just click on the side and just put moderate.
I'm sorry, that sounded wrong.
Yeah.
You
I know.
wrench me.
Yeah, wrench me up.
Like where did I go that? Where did I
That
do
sounds like a
that?
sex club thing. You know when you're on your channel
Uh-huh.
and
In
you're
my YouTube channel.
actually on the stream.
Oh, on the
I think
stream.
you,
Okay.
I think you
Okay.
can
Okay.
right click on someone and give them a wrench.
Oh really? Let me see.
You can't do it to me
Um.
because I've not actually posted anything.
Oh, we'll post something.
Uh,
Say something. Say. Oh, Peter says keep going. Oh, but no, we gotta go. It's been 3 hours, and you most of the UK folks has to sleep. Posting something. Let's see.
yeah, you
How
might
do
be
I
able to
get?
right click on my name and
Oh, I almost put you in time.
don't do that. Not that bad. I did
um.
actually kick someone from Rabbi's stream earlier because they were just annoying me.
Oh, where it says cast?
I think so.
No devices found. Okay, never mind.
Might come up like that, or you have to go into your settings and do it, and it's a pain in the backside. I have to give you my.
Oh, I don't know. It says okay. It says here. Inspect. It says here back, reload, save as, print, cast, send to your device, create QR code, translate to English. You pixel
What?
it. Inspect. I don't know. Let's see. Hang on.
When you go into my name, it should be like a little three dots. Just click on that.
Okay.
Just like when you're moderating.
Yeah, but it says here put user in timeout or block user.
Oh, you only got them. I thought you had make moderator one.
I don't know.
It's like a deputized one. It should be a deputized control somewhere. Oh, I'll ask Noel. He'll tell you how to do it.
I think.
You might have to do your
Oh,
settings.
I don't know what the hell I hit, but I hit something and it took me to.
Oh, you've put my name on the big screen.
I did.
Yeah.
Where?
On the channel. Are you still on StreamYards?
Oh.
You got your actual chat. What's running on Facebookie at the moment? Oh. I'll put it in a private. I'll put a link in the private chat to your actual chat that's going on. There you go. That's it.
I don't know what I
You're
did.
trying to do a Captain Cockney Spock. It's going to go horribly wrong.
Okay, hang on.
If you go there,
Mm-hmm.
right, If you actually go there, then find my name, find me, and then click on the three little. But you might be able to do something there, like give make temporary wrench or something like that.
Um,
I don't know. I've never done it on the side. I've never done it on the moderator side. Sorry, the channel owner side before.
okay.
But it might work. I'm not sure.
Oh man, I'm sweating. Okay, hang on. Wow, I'm sweating a lot.
Can you time people out from your end on StreamYards? I didn't know you could do that.
Oh man, I'm sweating.
I don't get those. I don't get that.
What was that guy in Rabbi chat doing? What?
Oh, he just said something really pretty nasty to the rabbi.
Oh, I got 8 likes. It's fun.
Oh,
Okay.
you bring starred comments up now. That's good.
Edit video. Oh, I can edit video.
Yeah, no, not those buttons. Just go to live chat where my name is in the live chat. So I put posting something. There's three little dots. Just click on them. But you've got to be on YouTube, not StreamYards.
Okay.
And see if you like. There's a weird thing like make moderator or something.
Okay. You're talking about YouTube, right?
Yeah,
YouTube.
on YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
not in StreamYards. You can't do it from StreamYards. There's a lot of things you can't do from StreamYards.
Playlist, audio is video, settings, channel, permissions,
Yes, permissions also.
brand account, community.
Oh, you in? No, just go to live chat.
Oh, look, there it is. Add community and moderator.
That's the one.
Place the channel you of a
Oh,
user
do you
to
need
add
my boogly flub?
Yes.
Oh, I'll see if I can get it quickly. Oh God, create QR code. I want to create QR code. I'll go to my channel and see if I can find my. Try put in a private chat. Try that.
Okay.
That should be my channel.
Oh fuck.
Someone just farted.
Not me. I don't have gas. Not now. If I farted, trust me, I'd be laughing because farts are so hilarious. I'd be laughing. Let me see. No, I'm empty. I don't have any farts.
I've got no farts to give.
I got. It's so stupid. It's so
Try
stupid.
plugging the third URL in
But it's so
the private chat into that bit you had on there YouTube, and it might work.
It's so stupid. Why am I laughing? It's so stupid.
Should we have ended this stream and let them go?
Oh, there it is. Speedy Rich. I think.
Uh,
Let me see if it works. Settings saved. Okay, let me see if it works.
if I refresh and end up with a wrench, then it's probably worked.
Okay. Refresh. Refresh.
Bear with us, chat.
Are you? Did I give you a wrench?
No, I don't seem to have a wrench. That's weird.
Ladies' farts don't smell
Oh,
of.
just a minute. I've got. Oh yeah, I might have a wrench because I've got. Yeah, I've got a wrench. That's fine. Okay, who do you want me to pop up then? No, I'll open the Rolodex. Whose channel? Who we? You want? Have I got Christian's channel actually? Yeah, I do. Post.
Oh, Chris. Yeah, give me Chris. Oh,
Okay.
that sounded.
Chris McKeon. Who's
Chris is he's
Fine, Christian Baker. That's the one.
He's a great moderator.
There you go. You can have Chris's. Anyone else?
Daniels is good. Also,
Daniel's
really
okay.
good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell this is a test stream because we're testing the truth. Dan Hadley as well.
Sure.
Do we have to do no?
No.
Sorry. Just do the usual.
I don't know why I find it funny.
Should just do the usual, just dumping a load of these.
Oh, whoops.
What button did I hit? Wrong button. No, I didn't. It's fine. Just gotta hit a space on the end. It's fine. That should work.
Okay, there we go.
Who do you want? Anyone else?
You can always plug my forum. Hint, hint.
Your what forum?
It's Sadako.
Oh,
Sadako.
Sadako. Yeah, I've got your forum written down somewhere, mate. God knows where it's written down. Oh, yeah, it's saved in my thingy settings, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be plugged. Oh, yeah, we'll have to do this one.
Oh, Chris.
We'll have to do this one or we'll get in trouble. There we go. Got to do that one.
Meow, meow, meow.
Get in trouble if we don't do that one.
Daniel.
Got Daniel Leach.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do this one, haven't we?
Okay, that sounds like a
There you go. There we go. I think we're done now.
Okay.
This one we do Rabbi. Do my usual speech.
What did I do?
Okay. Sometimes I'm on Rabbi's channel. Blah blah. Yakety smackety flibbity flobbity.
Yeah, let's just do the typical promoting yourself thingy. You're on Rabbi's channel. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I do stuff
hopefully
in the chat.
Yeah. And I'm in I'm here or Noel's channel was his name the TARDIS Zone. And then the Christians, the Legend of
I'm
the
also
TARDIS
somewhere sometimes here because I just hate myself because I'm becoming a channel slut like Problem Being.
Anyways,
I'm just obsessed with narcissistic narcissism. He's gonna hit me when he finally meets me. I'm just gonna get punched in the face by Problem Being.
I just want to laugh because like I hope Noel hears me trying to imitate his accent. Not funny.
Yeah, fucking not funny.
Not freaking funny. Not freaking funny.
Teddy likes potatoes.
Anyways, we're gonna end it now. I really appreciate.
You can find the button.
This is so unprofessional. I appreciate everybody, the 4 souls that
Yeah.
decided to watch here. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't English. Peter, Charlie, Sadako, Disaster, Bad Wolf. I don't know who else was here, but I appreciate everybody who was here, and of course to my dear buddy PD. Thank you, PD, for just chatting here with me. It's fun. I mean, I used to.
Do I say goodbye, chat now?
What channel am I on, man? Why? Why?
So I'm confused. I'm not normally on this channel. Look, I chose a nice Jodie Whittaker one. You just noticed that.
Thank you very much, PD. I appreciate you, my friend. And hopefully till next time.
Good night, chat.
Good night, chat. Where did I end this? Oh, there it is. Bye.
Bye.